Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this marathon. It's for an amazing cause. Obviously, we have been and will continue to talk about why this is so important and so near and dear to all of our hearts. But let's get into our next game. With me is the coolest table of sweet dice babies that have ever rolled a crit. So, what I would like to do before I get started is have each of you, I'll just yell in a random order because I'm not looking at the layout, so I don't know if there's like a flow to this. It's just whoever tickles my whimsy. Introduce who you are and what, like a super basic like character name, pronouns, and then we will introduce everyone like in situation and play a real fun, high level D&D game for charity. Sound good?
Yeah.
Tight. All right, let's start with Latia.
It's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Latia Dekis. Today I will be playing Melia, the Warforged Oath of Ancients paladin, who I didn't come up with a backstory for, so we will find out what she is like as we progress, because that's how things work here.
Love it. The van. Oh, go ahead.
No, this is okay. My pronouns are she, her. Mel's pronouns are she, they. So going forward, everything's cool.
Thank you. Good to know. Vanna.
Hi, my name's Vanna. Today I am playing Grizzle Stare Flame Scream. Grizz for short, to his friends, and everyone's his friend. So, but he's basically a weird amalgamation of Gaston and the Beast. He's very strong and very silly, and thinks he's very charming, but actually pretty slimy. So that'll be fun. His pronouns are he, him, and yeah, he's a level 15 barbarian, and he can morph parts of his body into beast parts. So it's gonna be a silly time.
You love it. How about Chris?
Hi, my name is Chris Lamb. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm going to be playing Aluhana, a fiend warlock that still enjoys the finer things in life and doesn't want to completely leave her previous life of luxury still. Her pronouns are she, her.
Nice. Ash!
Hey, I am playing, I'm Ash Minnick. That's who I am in real life. But in this game, more importantly, I'm playing a Kalishtar bard named Patati, but she goes by Pete. Her pronouns are she, her. My pronouns are she, her as well. The Kalishtar, I've not ever played a Kalishtar before, but I'm kind of in love with them. They're a bit like the Jedi, but they're always struggling with the good and the dark because they have this secret demon inside of them, and so it's very fun. I'm excited to occasionally go crazy. Ha ha ha!
You know, like you do.
We're gonna make a really messed up team.
Yes.
Just could go bananas at any minute. Love to see it.
That is the goal. Just full cuckoo bananas. Last but not least, Adriosa.
Hi, my name is Adriosa, pronouns she, her, and I'm going to be playing a ranger for the first time ever in D&D. A Tabaxi ranger, and her pronouns, she, her. She was a bounty hunter until a demon killed her boyfriend, and she has become a demon slayer now. And that's, yeah. I'm excited.
What's her name?
Oh, it's Kiti.
Nice.
So she's specialized.
Yes, she specialized in Horizon. I forgot what it was called.
Zero Dawn. Yeah.
Yes. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Also, is she a kitty named Kiti?
Her full name.
Oh my God.
I guess you're wrong. Genius
Kokiti Verdaga de Ojos is her full name, but Kiti for short.
Wait, so what does that mean? What does that translate to? Because that means eyes, right?
Yeah, I got eyes.
Is her name like something cat eyes?
It's a very obscure reference to a book series I used to love as a kid.
Nice.
Oh.
What series?
Why
Spill
don't you
this
tell
tea.
us your secrets?
Tell us your secrets.
It starts with
Spill
an
the
R
cutie.
and ends with a wow.
Red Wall!
Yes.
Oh my God.
Did you play Banners of Ruin? Just saying. Deck building Red Wall game, essentially.
I want to play that so bad.
All right, shut up, Vanna, you big old nerd. Let's play my game.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Everyone, we've got some very cool, hella ambitious unlocks. Let's knock them all out. I believe in you. I believe in the power of our friendship and the opening of wallets. So go to !unlocks. You can see all the cool stuff that's in store. My players haven't seen them yet, so there's some super fun, sneaky surprises that we'll just spring on them if we can. So let's do that. And as we sort of descend into the game, we'll actually start with Kiti. Kiti, what are you doing on like the average day in your life? What's it look like?
Well, Kiti likes to prowl around, usually taverns, to find, the local areas, problems with the local area's demons and monsters of that variety. And she does it for pay, obviously. She does have a pretty hefty debt to a pretty hefty school that she's trying to pay off. So she just kind of does that. That's kind of her thing. She likes to drink a little bit.
You have a
kind of
tabaxi
chill.
with student loan debt? How dare.
You're just describing me?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Me with
She's a pretty relatable character, I guess.
Well,
yes.
you come in covered in demon gore and black acidic ichor from the successful completion of another demon slaying on the outside of town. And as you sort of trudge your way back to the inn where you're staying, because you travel around, you're not accustomed to receiving mail. You travel around a bunch and you don't necessarily tell people where you're headed. So it's very surprising when the bartender sort of like gestures over to you, thinks better of it because you are covered in yuck, and sort of like points you around to the outside to like the well and the hose. And as he's like providing you with like soap and towels and just rinsing equipment, he hands you this letter. It's this like heavyweight envelope. It's a dark blue that looks almost black. It seems to drink the light into it, and it's embossed with this like very fine, very elegantly scripted platinum ink. And it just says, it says your name on the front, and it's sealed on the back with this like same like sort of platinum dusted wax seal with like a crescent moon pointing upward with 1,000 tiny stars in its basin.
Love that.
Thank you so much. I'm going to get myself cleaned off first.
Yes, please don't come in dressed like, thank you for killing. Just
sorry for the mess.
Nope, you're fine.
Thanks for the well. Yeah. I'm going to take this. Thank you. Yeah, and
Thank
I
you.
guess I'm gonna go now. And so I go outside to the well and just kind of like wash off. Usually Kiti would like self-clean, but this is disgusting demon blood, so she does that and decides to open this letter.
Nice. And as you open it, you see that up at the very top, the name across it, like the sort of like letterhead for it, just says Amunet in this really beautiful script. And you recognize that name as a sort of famous artificer and constructor of like magical items. Now, keep in mind, you and all of you here are adventurers and just individuals of extraordinary talent. And if you are public facing, of great renown. So this is a person that's sort of in your sphere of influence. You can decide if you've met Amunet before, but this is clearly from her desk, and she's offering you an opportunity, a paid opportunity to come and do a job for her. She doesn't outline what it is, but she says that her fee, or her like what she'll pay you, is one magic item of your choice.
Ooh,
that's it.
Amunet. Well. What do we have here? Okay, cool. All right.
If you choose to accept it, the way it works is essentially at like the next available sundown, you're to like break the wax seal on the back, and it has like a transportation sigil inside it, and it will take you to her where she'll give you more details. And just to be very clear, and this is clear for all of you, like the wording of it is such that like it doesn't seem overly ominous or like it's going to like compulse you. Like she wants to explain what the job is in person, and you still have the right to say no and move on with your day if you so choose. But she's kind of got a flair for the dramatic and decided to stunt on it with a little magical seal.
I respect that.
Thanks. Okay. So yeah, it's already pretty late at night, so this will be for the next day. So you kind of head back to your rooms and collect your bounty as you see fit and prepare for the Twilight adventure that you've got coming up.
Ooh.
Next up, Mel, where do we find you? Where does the camera find you as this envelope?
I think the camera finds Mel in what looks to be like an indoor, like a greenhouse. She's surrounded by children and teens, and she's strumming her lute, and she's probably telling them a story. And the story is just finishing. She's just telling them the conclusion when she says something like, it's time to go home for today. But tomorrow I'll tell you a new story, and I'll come back with a whole lot more treats and wonderful things for all of you. And we'll have a nice little story time again tomorrow.
Nice. So as all these children file out, one particularly young, like Goliath girl stands behind, and she's just sort of staring at you. I would like you to make a check to see what's going on, but you can tell me what skill check you're using as this little girl just sort of regards you and doesn't seem to be acknowledging the general cadence of Gitfo that's happening.
I think I would like to make an insight check. Does this girl look familiar to me?
She's been here before a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Ooh, that's a 25.
Oh my God. Yeah. And you know this little girl, she is pretty quiet and pretty shy and tends to like hang around with some of the older kids that have like sort of adopted her and shepherd her along. And you see that her face is sort of slack and her eyes are much like a cat, like reflecting light, are reflecting this sort of lilac iridescent glow. And then she blinks a couple times. And as she like waves and turns to run away, seeming to have snapped out of her stupor, a dark blue envelope like slips out of some fold of her clothing, and she doesn't even acknowledge it, and then runs out the door.
Okay. I would like to go and pick it up.
Yep. Same thing, same description. The envelope says the same thing. It's from Aminette. Do you know her? Like, what's your initial reaction to her proposition?
I think I do know Aminette. She's called a couple times before, and it's always a different way, and it's always kind of unsettling to Mel, how she calls. But you know, a shake of the head, like more orthodox methods are completely allowable, Aminette. But yes, Mel will accept the invitation.
Nice. Okay. Let's move over and see what our good boy Grizz is doing.
So Grizz is currently in a tavern that he owns called Grizz's Axe. And he is standing on top of the bar, and he's holding his axe over his head with one hand, and he's like has like a petite woman sitting on his bicep in the other, and he's throwing back his head and laughing fiercely, and then he dips her down and sort of in the same motion picks up a bottle of alcohol and starts pouring shots that have been pre-set up across the bar, and yells like, "On me!"
A massive cheer goes up, and there's this large Loxodon that's wearing these like orange and red like monk robes, and he like finishes his shot. I don't know if he picks it up with his trunk and I guess drinks it. Into his mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that seems right. Does that, slams it back down, points at you with his trunk and says, "Grizz, I challenge you to a one punch off." If I win, I drink for free tonight. If you win, I'll give you something that belongs to you.
Well, you know, all you had to do was ask, but if you want a swift punch in the face, you know I've always got one for you.
Let's go. Okay, do you want to punch first or receive first?
Grizz is everything but not a gentleman, so he'll try and get the sucker punch in.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
While he's laughing. He's like, ha ha.
Yeah, go ahead and make that attack roll for me with advantage because he's like, ha!
Perfect.
And like putting it away.
I've lost my dice. Okay, there we go.
What are dice even?
Ooh, hello. Hi, how are you? 27 to hit.
Oh my God.
Wait,
I mean,
unarmed strike. Yeah, 26 to hit. Sorry.
Yeah, 26 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. I rolled 3 damage.
Ooh, 3. We love it. Okay.
That's my max.
Takes the hit and he goes, ow, I think you broke my nose, which is most of my face. And he's just going to turn and clock you right back.
Ooh.
Oh no, he rolled a natural 1.
I think while Grizz is laughing, he sort of accidentally like laughs out of the way of the punch, like oh.
Yeah, this poor Loxodon like slips forward. He's been drinking already and just sort of bangs his head off the table and knocks himself unconscious. And like the envelope that he was your bet is just sort of sitting tucked into the top of his.
Maria, we've got another one.
Yeah, and like patrons and like a couple of the lower tier people that work here also are sort of like, oh my God, again. And they like drag him out. They don't throw him out. There's like actually a nice room in the back between the end of the bar and like where the stables are for just, people that need to sleep it off. And there's a bunch of like nice hay in there. And
It's the sobering spot.
It's a sobering spot. It's just a little nap zone. And they put him in the nap zone.
I've made a really shoddy makeshift sign that says sobering spot, and it's all crooked and fairly legible. Yeah.
We love it.
He's not super creative, but boy, he knows how to hit a hammer and chisel.
Sweet. So yeah, you're able to retrieve the envelope. What's your initial reaction to Aminette's proposition?
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, okay.
Maria, can you watch the tavern for a little while?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going out.
Wait, where? Like to the store? Can you?
I don't know.
What?
I feel like he does this. I feel like he does this a lot.
Yeah.
He meets somebody and or an event comes along, or he has a flight of fancy. He's got to go lift a boulder no one can lift 2 townships over, and he just goes, Maria, I'm leaving.
And as the camera sort of like pulls back from our good boy Grizz preparing to leave, we see all of the patrons like raising a shot in his honor and yelling, Grizz! And with that, our first unlock has been given out. It's a round of inspiration for the entire table. So go ahead and mark that down somewhere. Everyone
Thank you.
Chat.
Thank you, everyone.
Hell yeah.
So feel free to use that whenever you like.
Probably gonna hoard it.
Yeah, there you go. Just sit on it like a dragon. Well, for what it's worth, once you can't stack a bunch of inspiration,
Right.
So use it. I'll probably give it back if you make me giggle. So who knows?
Easy.
Nice. And our camera sort of drifts over to Aluhana. Where are you right now? I'm going to say we've sort of moved to the next morning. We're getting closer and closer to our kickoff point.
Yeah, Aluhana, she's just finished an appointment with what is the equivalent of some sort of salon or hairstylist place in this area. She, obviously she's walking out and the cutest barber from the salon is seeing her out. Definitely like under her spell, not like a real spell, but under her spell. and you know, she hands over like the barber's fee, and with, you know, a lot of extra tip, and she's like, keep the change, cutie.
Oh my god,
And
you're so generous.
and you know, the cute barber also holds up an equivalent of this time's cigar, whatever a cigar is at this time, and she very flirtatiously casts a quick produce flame spell to light it for him.
Nice. And he accepts gratefully and just is sort of effusive. Oh, don't let me forget. Hold on. And he like leans forward and like puts one curl sort of perfectly up and back so it tucks behind your ear. And then just sort of, yes. Excellent. And then runs back inside and comes back out and produces this like navy blue envelope. Also, thank you for that donation. Holy crap. Sorry. That one fucked me up a little bit. Also, we can swear in case I didn't say it before.
Okay.
Got
It's
it.
good.
Thank fucking God.
Thanks,
So
fucking God.
we'll adjudicate that in a second. But he like sort of comes back out, like does that thing where he like crosses the threshold of the door with the envelope and then just looks at you as you're kind of like perfectly framed in the like morning light, gives a little sigh, and then like and then hands you the envelope.
And then Aluhana I go, oh, what's this? Is this finally a love confession from him?
Oh.
And she opens and she's like, oh, and but she sees that it's not, but then like she reads through the rest of it, and then she's like, oh my God, look at how embossed everything is. Everything's so pretty.
By the way, he's watching all of your reaction and is trying to like match your reactions just like 5 feet away. So when you said, oh my God, he was like worried. And then you kind of fawned over the decoration. He's like, oh, okay, good. So he is hanging on your every word right now, even though you're not talking to him.
Got it. Yeah. Like I'm kind of like, he's kind of like a boy toy. Like I'm not really paying that much attention to him. Like I'm like slowly walking away because we did our business. And you know, like I'm like admiring the curl a little bit, and then I'm like reading through the letter, and I'm just like, wow. And anybody that makes a letter like this immaculate, I have to meet, obviously.
Yes. Make a perception check for me as you walk away, contemplating the envelope.
Oh, okay.
Note. I'm gonna have you make it with disadvantage because you're caught up on this new prospect.
Got it. It's a 7.
Yeah, with a 7, you hear a sound behind you, but you weren't able to make out that the barber was just like, I love you. Next time. And he just goes inside and like throws himself dramatically over a chaise lounge and mourns the loss of you.
I love him.
And just starts thinking like he's like holding a rose and like picking it and throwing it.
My God,
it's a lot.
He thinks he's in The Great Gatsby. That's very
cute.
Yes.
You're his green light, just walking away. Nice.
I imagine other people try to sit on that chaise long, and he's just like, no, that's for
I'm
me.
being dramatic. Leave me alone.
It's my brooding chair. And the camera. Yeah, you plan on meeting up with this Amanette and seeing what she's got to offer. And our camera finally swings to Patari. Pete, where are you right now?
So Pete had sort of an isolated upbringing at a Path of Light temple where they were, you know, trained to sort of meditate and help people, etc. And they've been sent out to the world to use all of their talents to help people, but they kind of like attention a little too much now that they're actually like exposed to the world. At present, they are helping out with a peace talks. And so they're just kind of sitting outside this meeting, terribly bored, while everybody inside is telepathically communicating with themselves via the help of Pete. And so Pete's just sitting outside talking to a deer. And the deer's wondering where they can find some good like flowers to eat, and Pete's locating them for them and letting them know where they can go to get flowers. So they're just hanging out, just multitasking, really.
Just vibing.
But still very bored.
Nice. Okay. do me a favor before we get started. I need you to roll a d10 for me.
Oh, okay. I
And
can
as-
do that. I got
That's
a
the
10.
nice. That's the loudest fucking d10 I've ever heard.
I'm sorry, my dice tray is like right next to my mic.
No, I loved it. You rolled like some sort of boulder, and I'm proud of you.
Just dropped a brick on the desk, and
I
I drew a 6 on the back with a marker, and
nice. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna say you make a perception check for me as you hear like footsteps trying very hard to be quiet approaching you.
Okay. I'll use a quieter die for this.
No, be loud. It was funny. I just liked it because it sounded like a nightmare.
16. Oh wait, I get to roll advantage on that. 25.
Oh my God. Yeah. So you turn and you catch like a little flicker of that reflective lilac eyes coming from a humanoid, but it's a humanoid shape. And even with like your acute vision and sudden awareness, you see that like they suddenly shift to move behind like a tall tree. And it's not just that they're hiding, that they sort of like, the moment they hit the shadow, they disappear entirely. And where they sort of faded into a navy blue envelope with platinum ink is left there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm probably just going to continue chatting with the deer, and I'm going to send my mage hand over to pick it up so that I don't have to be bothered.
Yeah, the deer, by the way, like as all of that happened, like you see like the little like one ear goes back, and then as they're chewing, sort of like looks back at you like, you heard it too?
Yes. There's always people trying to hire me for things. It just happens.
Honestly, same. It gets really real annoying. I just want to like be out here chewing my cud or whatever.
Yes, exactly. I just want to do my own thing.
He hears the sound like freezes, goes back to the conversation.
So anyway, daffodils about 600 yards that way, but there's a lovely, lovely whole field of flowers back that way, but it's much farther, about maybe 2 miles. Yes.
Thank you. Good looking out. And this deer is gonna like go and like rub its head against like a near tree, and some of the like antler velvet comes off, and then looks back at you like, you should keep that. It's good material component because I'm a magic deer. Make an insight check.
Oh. Okay, I will.
What a subtle delivery. It's got to be magic. It's so self-aware.
17.
With a 17, this deer is super lying and is not magical, but just wants to be cool. And it's just weird.
What is happening?
Yeah.
Out of respect for the deer's feelings, I'm going to pick it up. I'm not even going to make my mage hand do it. I'm going to pick it up myself and be like,
cool.
Thank you.
Bet. All right, I'm going to go hit those daffodils up and just like scampers off into the woods.
And then I'm just going to do this.
Yeah, it's nothing. That deer was just a dude. And yeah, you get this envelope. What is your reaction as you kind of read through it?
I mean, it's just an invite. I'll say that I'm a little excited that perhaps that I forgot what's her name?
Amanette.
Amanette was probably somebody I helped like at the very beginning of my sojourn.
Yeah.
And when I was still sort of like plucky and bright-eyed. And they had a particularly difficult task for me. And so I'm excited because I know this might be challenging.
Nice. Yes. Cool. And as you kind of look up and you see like how the like sigil breaking, the teleportation sigil works, you kind of look up through the tree line and see that it's approaching twilight. So you probably don't have a ton of time to go and collect yourself, but you have time to go do so. and we'll just sort of poof you all together. And as we do that, let me call out, thank you so much for your donations thus far. We've unlocked some cool stuff, a few things that will come up momentarily, but for now, with that 10, I counted that off. So Latia, you have a single use natural 20 that you can use at some point in the game whenever you want.
Oh boy.
And yeah. Also, I get 8 rerolls. That was my favorite tier.
No.
Was that I
No.
gave myself 8 of them.
Why?
Boo.
They did it. It's for me.
No.
Not for
Who
me.
cares?
It's fine. So thank you very much, chat. I love you.
I think that's great. I'm happy for you, Abriella.
Oh my God, thank you, Ash.
You're so
Please take
welcome.
inspiration.
Yeah, I'm really
Oh,
happy for
okay.
you or something.
still have
Just
inspiration.
keep in mind that
Okay.
she also placates to just random deers in the woods. So, you know.
That deer was a dear friend of mine.
Shut up, Ash. I hate it here.
Oh my God.
I literally am leaving.
There's no escape from these puns.
I'm so happy.
No.
It's your whole
happy.
life now.
So you guys don't fawn over deers? Is that not
Oh
a
my
thing?
God.
Wow.
Oh, these puns are starting to stagnate.
Oh no. Vanna did
Oh.
the right thing by just leaving. That's correct.
Doe.
You're lucky this session's shorter.
No.
That bit would have been much longer.
No more. Okay, that was very good.
Chat, don't start.
No, they're gonna
It's
do
too
it.
late. It's
Oh,
too
They have
late.
begun.
Too late.
I just saw
There's
you
no
just
stopping them
Mod
now.
me. Mod me.
You can't ban people for being clever. So all of you, wherever you are scattered across like the Forgotten Realms, snap that wax seal on the back. And you feel what you can only describe is as your body is suddenly suffused with this like platinum light and surrounded by this sort of unpiercing, unassailable darkness as your entire essence gets shot straight up and past the clouds and past the sort of purpley orange twilight sky. And as you all rematerialize, you're all standing in a circle in this like white marble courtyard of a massive palace that sits far, far above the surface of the world, like looking over the edge where everything drops off into nothing. You see that maybe a mile down is where the clouds begin, and all around you are just stars, 1,000-fold more stars than you've ever seen before. And the moon itself dominates a full third of your field of vision. It's low and detailed and incredibly close. And what's more surprising than that is that at this distance, at this clarity, at this height, you see that the moon itself is shattered. And while it still holds its roughly spherical form, you can see like the cracks and ridges and places where like bits of it are sort of beginning to float away as it breaks apart. And
Oh, I get your background now.
yeah, it's like
Ah.
that, but like all
Mm.
together, not smushed away yet.
Hmm.
And you are all standing in the courtyard of the Palace of the Shattered Moon, and a tall, dark-skinned woman with hair that seems to uncannily resemble like the purpley orange sky that you all just saw before coming up here, walks towards you. This is Aminette. Those of you that remember her, this is how she's always looked, but she's wearing these large, beautiful, voluminous robes that seem to float away from her, and her hair seems to float as though weightless. And she smiles warmly and greets all 5 of you. And just says, "Hail and well met. Thank you for agreeing to meet so that I could court you in person. It's good to
Then-
see some of you."
The next time you summon me, can you not do it through the children?
Okay.
It's just I always know, and this is a obviously completely different voice from what you heard in the greenhouse. This is it's always off-putting when you go through the children.
The thing is, the more often you surround yourself with children, the easier it is to reach you through them. They're never hurt. I wouldn't hurt.
I think I have a
child.
solution. Get rid of the children. Can't communicate via them if they're not around. Are they your children or?
No, they're not my.
Just
I can't just
send them
get.
off.
I can't just get rid of the children.
You know, when people get drunk in my tavern, I just send them away. I even have a special spot I take them.
You have a tavern?
I do. It's called Grizz's Axe. Open 24/7, 365.
Does he have a business card?
Yep.
Do you serve the
It's made
pear
out of wood
cider?
that he sliced with his axe.
The whittled.
It's not whittled. Whittled is giving him too much credit.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
it's like a slice of a tree trunk that he carved the word Grizz into. It's like this big.
You just carry that around with you.
I've got
You
a
can keep it.
lot of pockets and a lot of surface area, if you know what I mean. But anyways, what were you saying? You want to come by my tavern sometime?
Do you serve
No
the
kids
pear
allowed.
cider? You know, on second thought, I'll just think about it for the future.
All right. I mean, if you really got to bring the kids, we can put them in the sober spot. It's outside by the horses.
Isn't that just the outside?
Right, but I made a sign.
Oh.
Looks kind of like my business card.
And then
That's
Alohana,
something different, though. Sorry.
Alohana's like, yeah, well, you know, like, getting back on topic. Yeah, like, you know, maybe, I personally don't hang around kids. I think they cause wrinkles.
Alohana, did you pull out a compact?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna need you to make, what do we call this? Let's call it a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh.
Constitution.
Oh no! What do you see in that reflection?
Is that girl I see?
Yes.
A 10.
Oh no.
So as you're sort of like moving it around and like catching your hair, and you're immaculate.
You're
but,
gonna
like,
get moon blindness.
I mean, the moonlight does catch you, and it catches you in your right eye. God damn it, Vanna.
Kidding.
And it catches you in your right eye, and you just sort of wince, like, whew, caught a rogue ray, I guess.
Yeah.
The rest of you see that her entire eye, like sclera, pupil, iris, has gone completely like lilac purple.
Oh.
Are you about to faint? Grizz runs over and tries to catch her, even if she's not falling.
May I look at your?
Don't worry, I've got you.
Alohana's into it, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can she still see and everything? There's like no.
Out of one eye, right?
Well, no, you're not blind.
Okay.
You actually didn't see, like, what you don't see the transformation that's happened. Like, you sort of snapped the compact shut after you caught yourself, and you're
Right.
like, oh, don't look in the mirror. So you're not aware of why everyone has suddenly turned.
Right, okay, yeah. What? Is it bad?
Grizz
What
is
happened?
just, like holding her like a dainty princess. It's okay, I've got you.
All right.
Did you just sniff her?
No.
Alohana, what do you smell like?
Like something like both earthy and floral, like something like deep and dark, hopefully, like a little bit vampy. Like
You
cedar and
Tom Ford Black Orchid, let's go.
yes. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
love it.
Orchids,
Oh,
black orchids.
You smell like
Not the white
dirt.
ones, the black ones.
Yeah.
You smell like dirt and a stump. I like that in a woman.
Alohana kind of like pushes him away a little bit.
Is there anything we can do to try to figure out what happened?
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of check do you want to make?
Medicine check, maybe?
Yeah.
All right,
So a
cool.
medicine check would be if she was harmed by this. Like Arcana would be if it's magical. So you can roll whatever you want about it. It'll just kind of sort of tailor the kind of answer I give you.
I mean, it seems magical. I just have a better medicine check, but I'll roll Arcana.
No, make a medicine check. Like, do what you want. Girl, go.
I rolled terribly anyway.
Oh no.
But my medicine, it's 14.
Yeah, with a 14, you see that like whatever has happened to Aluhana's eye, it's very much like illusory and cosmetic in nature. Like it seems like all of her like faculties are intact and like she's sort of tracking right and doesn't seem at all affected by it.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's almost as if like this moonlight, and now that you're sort of looking around and seeing what's going on, you actually see that like the rays of moonlight here are like visible and iridescent, and it feels like they're slightly colored based off of like which bit of shattered moon those rays are coming off of. And your best guess is something to the effect of a lilac chunk of moon reflected into her eye, and there's some sort of like magical component to what that does.
Oh.
Well, medically you're fine, so...
But cosmetically?
Cosmetically, your eye's a bit purple, lilac.
Only the one?
Yes.
It's like you have a big bruise on your face.
Is it the whole face or just the eye?
Just the eye.
Aluhana starts to open the compact again so she can so she can make it even for her other eye.
Amazing.
Love it.
Let's call this has got to be we're gonna call it an unarmed strike as you try to like find the angle.
Oh God,
okay.
don't hit me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the DC is 20 to catch the correct ray, and anything lower than that, you're gonna catch something else.
Okay.
And this is great because like as you do this, Aminette was just beginning to explain how the palace works, and it's just okay. Just watches what y'all do.
Aminette is curious on her own.
Okay, so you said unarmed strike.
Yep.
15.
Okay, with the 15, you manage to bounce a beam of light back into your eye. It hurts way more than the other, and you sort of like send it forward. And why don't you roll a d4 for me, and let's see who it hits.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
A D4.
Uh-huh.
Got it. Oh, whoops.
No, you're good. And I'll just call it up top. Let's see. Kiti's 1, Grizz is 2,
3.
Mel is 3. Okay, it's Mel again. Okay, Mel, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, as a
Oh
blue
boy.
as a blue fragment of light gets reflected into your eye.
That's a 22.
Oh, okay. So as it sort of passes over your eye, you don't like wince away the way Aluhana did. Maybe it's your sort of warforged fortitude, you're not super sure. But you hear echoing within your ears, the places where hearing goes.
Ears.
Yeah, okay. And it seems to echo inside of you, these low murmurs in a language that you don't understand. But the repeated word you hear constantly is Gausai. And it seems to just sort of reverberate within you, but there's no like deleterious effect.
Okay.
And it fades away after about 30 seconds.
Okay. Mel will I'll just shake my head and say, watch where you're putting those moon rays.
Oh, sorry. Just, beauty is pain and everything.
And Aminette takes that moment to sort of lean in and say, I did mean to mention up top, the moonlight here is wild. The reason me and my family, my siblings, and I all exist here at the palace is because we harness the incredible potential of the shattered moon to bend our magics in interesting directions. So you might want to be careful. And you see as she steps out of like the main light where you all are into the sort of like harsh shadows cast by like these sort of outdoor pillars. The moment she steps out of the light into the shadow, all of her clothes seem to sort of sink back onto her, and like her hair stops floating. And thanks to chat, I'm gonna need all of you to make a D100 roll for me. So probability die roll.
Right.
And all of you are going to roll on the moonlight table, and you get what you get.
Oh boy.
Hooray.
I got a 61.
All right. With a 61, Pete, a pale purple beam of moonlight suffuses you with a serene glow, and you have advantage on charisma ability checks. We'll say for the next hour.
Okay.
It's supposed to be to the beginning of your next turn, but that's not interesting yet.
I got a 75.
Okay, with a 75, Mel, a beam of weak gray light falls on you, and you're keenly reminded of just how deep and dark the shadows of the palace and this courtyard truly are. You have advantage on perception checks until the beginning of, well, we'll call it an hour, for the next hour as your paranoia sort of deepens about how like strange and extraplanar this palace seems.
All right.
Who's up next? Who wants to go?
I got a 56.
Yeah, Kiti, with a 56. Yeah, a pale purple beam of moonlight suffuses you with a serene glow. You have advantage on charisma ability checks until for 1 hour. I gotta stop reading the wrong text.
Oh.
Grizz.
I got a 9. Oh. I got a 93.
Okay. A pale green beam from a lopsided fragment falls on you, illuminating you with its sickening radiance. So I'm going to need you to make a...
Oh, no.
Yeah, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, no.
Against an 18. As you suddenly feel a little...
Good thing I am very constitutional.
I also need to point out that since we are all kind of standing together, you all have a +4 to your saving throws.
Oh, snap!
Oh my gosh, all the time forever?
As long as you're within 10 feet of me.
Wow, thank you.
I imagine we are standing somewhat close together.
Oh yeah, we are.
You are all in this like at the edges of this circle, and you can still see like the faint like platinum sigils sort of like drifting off of the marble.
So that means I got with the +4. Hold on, I have to do baby math.
You're good. Is it higher than 18?
It's a 23. Yeah.
It's a billion. Yeah. You feel that little, and you swallow it.
Swallow what?
It.
Swallow what, Abria?
Your sickening radiance.
Okay,
you were gonna do a barf in your mouth.
I dropped Alohana. How do you say Alohana?
Alohana.
Alohana. A hard H. We love it. I drop Alohana when I to catch my vomit in my throat. The pantomime.
Commitment.
Love it.
Nice. Okay. So as you hold it back, I have a question for you, Latia. What does your area of effect feel like to the people that benefit from it?
It feels like a cup of hot cocoa.
Oh.
Perfect temperature, perfect amount of chocolate, milk, no water, heaping marshmallows, and serenity.
We love it. That's great.
I'm just having the best time. I hope you're all enjoying this as well.
Nice. Aluhana, did we get your roll yet?
No, I got 20.
Okay, with a 20, the silvery light of the largest portion of the shattered moon falls on you, and your clothing seems to float about you, weightless. It's very aesthetic. It's super cute.
My brain took out the word moonlight, and I just thought that a piece of the moon crushed out.
Just boop, right on your face.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
Unlucky.
No, not at all.
I'm kidding. Yeah. So yeah, she's enjoying it, but again, like I'm guessing that it's affecting her hair too, and she's like, God.
It's the hair is a little closer to like being underwater, so it moves. It sort of drifts like prettily while you're standing, and then as you move, it has like kind of its own like lag physics to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Alohana will just be like, I like this place.
Nice. Okay, so the lesson that you've learned here is moonlight does weird magical shit. And and as Aminette sort of like beckons you all into the shadows, she looks around and seems to whisper to you. You can all kind of see now that there are servants that are walking through the shadows. Like they are very specific about like trying to avoid the moonlight. It just seems like it can be kind of annoying to constantly deal with magical effects as you're trying to get shit done. And she looks over at you, all beckons you over and just says, here's the deal. And once again, you can say no if you like, but with my parents' unfortunate passing, it is now the problem of me and my 3 siblings to figure out who will succeed and become the next holder of the Palace of the Shattered Moon. And I think I don't need to be too vulgar and explain what I mean when I say that this is not a gentle affair. And in exchange for a magic item of your choosing crafted by me, I would have you protect me and help me ascend to the throne. And the way she kind of like hesitates before she says ascend is heavy with implication.
Should I roll an insight check to
Please
see?
do.
I want to.
Do it. Also, everybody at the table, except for me, because I already have 8 rerolls, has 2 rerolls as a gift from chat.
Thank you,
chat.
Thank you, chat.
Thanks, chat.
So with my 26 insight, I would like to know
Oh my
if
God.
hey, thank you D&D Beyond for these wonderful dice. I want to like, is that pause pregnant with malice or suspicion?
It is malice gently wrapped in a veneer of like calm
Malice.
peacefulness. She wants her siblings taken care of by whatever means you deem most effective. And the way with the 26, the way she sort of looked off to the side, the implication here is that whatever machinations she's up to and her siblings are likely up to have already begun.
Ah, okay.
Do you have any other like 26 is very high? Is there anything else you want to know?
What did she have for breakfast? No, I'm kidding.
Yogurt.
Moon yogurt.
Moon yogurt.
It's glittery. I don't know. Got pop rocks in it.
I can hear the crackle of it as she speaks. No, I think Mel will move to stand probably a little bit closer to Aminette than Aminette being the one she is most familiar with. She will say, do you sense nefarious intent from your siblings?
Yes. And she looks like she's about to laugh and she's yes.
like
Definitely.
obviously
Yeah.
you done.
Yes, stupid.
Let me be more clear. I have 2 brothers and a sibling. Pavet is by far the most physical of us, but Dalt and Leo are no slouches, and all of us have skin in the game, as they say.
Right.
To be clear, are we here to protect you or to motivate your siblings to step down?
Both.
So like, are we like going somewhere with you?
There are. And she sort of looks up at the moon, and her eyes sort of reflect the moonlight out like that lilac cat eye. And she gets lost for a long time. You're standing there for probably 2 minutes before she begins to speak again. Can I get a perception check from everyone? And if you have some reason that your hearing is really good, go ahead and do it with advantage.
I'm not gonna use advantage. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Do it. Well, I'm just saying, like, some of you have literal cat ears that are probably very good at
I
hearing.
do.
I'm still gonna use my inspiration and a reroll because what are you dice? Wow, I can't hear shit.
Oh no.
I got a 22.
Nice. Let me
17.
get okay, 17,
A 9.
9.
And I got a 17.
Okay. And what about you, Mel?
My highest roll was a 6, so I'm just like I'm staring at Aminette, just like waiting, but at the same time, like the light's doing some really funny stuff to her eyes, and I'm just like, oh, that's really interesting, really interesting.
Sweet. Sorry, can you rephrase that question one more time? Because I did get lost, just like Aminette. She's just me.
Yeah, Alohana was just like, so like, are we like going with you somewhere?
Yeah. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, and she gets lost for a couple minutes, like Abria does with her ADHD. And then she begins to murmur very low. If you are lower than a 10, you don't even hear what she says. Over a 20, and you'll get a little extra information. But what you hear is she says, there are 3 days. What are days? Left until the new moon, when all is decided. But no, everything that will happen here, as it always has and always will.
Chris
And
like leans over to Mel and is like, can you understand what she's saying?
No, what?
Can you
What?
Can you understand what she's
No.
Do you
Mm-mm.
maybe we should get closer.
Wait, the funny thing is, I'm the closest one to her. Like, I moved closer and only got
Grizz came up behind you and like tapped you on the shoulder. It's like, do you know what she's saying? You're like, I don't know.
no fucking clue.
Amazing. And Pete, you got a 22?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The thing you hear is another voice, distinct from hers. It's low, and you feel it more like at the top of your chest, more like rather than like going through your ears. And you hear it say, I will choose who comes next. But the choosing comes from, it begins with you and ends with me. I will pick my next champion. Gaosai has spoken.
Okay. But does it seem like I'm hearing that from her or just like somewhere else?
It's not from her. What you're hearing, like, it feels more like there's this strange conversation happening simultaneously between whatever that voice is. Let's call it Gaosai, and Aminette are sort of happening at the same time. And she nods as though she like understood it clearly, even though she was speaking.
I would like to talk to Aminette in her brain head.
Oh my God, can you do that?
I am telepathic, yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. Go ahead.
And I'm just going to say, do you walk with a second spirit as well?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay. I don't know.
Because she doesn't want to tell you is what I'm going to tell you.
Oh, I have persuasion.
21.
Nice.
Ooh.
21. She looks at you and seems like it looks like she's like swallowing truth back. And then she nods. And you can see like a lot of like things happening. And it's a lot of like, well, if I don't trust them, how could I ask them to protect me? And she nods and says, here at the palace, Gaosai is at its strongest. And I feel one with it. And now that she says that out loud and all of you hear it, any of you that have dealt with Aminet more than once, you know that her full name is Higaosai Aminet. So that word is literally part of her surname, like her family name.
Is there like a history or arcana check that we can do to learn more about Gaosai?
Which one are you trying? I would say like history, arcana, or religion if you're spicy. Anyone can roll this, by the way.
I'm
gonna
roll that.
I would do arcana.
Okay, go ahead and make an arcana check for me, Alohana.
And I rolled a history for 13.
Yeah, with a 13, none of this rings a bell.
That's all right.
The floor on this is actually very high because it's a
Okay.
mystery, and if I give it to you in the first hour, like the
Then we won't be
That makes
having having much fun.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't pass it either.
I got an
What'd
18.
you roll?
Yes.
Sorry. Oh, I rolled religion 18.
Perfect. Okay. With a religion
It's
check of
actually
18.
a really low roll, and I rolled advantage because I've got a plus 12 on religion.
I mean, you have rerolls and inspiration if you want to bust one of those out.
No, I used the inspiration.
You
That's-
have a
yeah.
reroll. I'm just gonna say.
It's yeah, no, it's fine.
All right. With an 18, yeah, you've heard the phrase Gaosai. It seems to have been transliterated slightly differently, like Gaoset or like these other like it's more mythology than religion. You've heard stories of like moon spirits that like run through the world, and when they find a worthy champion, they literally like run like Neo in the Matrix. They run into the person and suffuse them with energy.
Ooh.
Is it the Avatar?
It's not the Avatar.
Is it the
But
Avatar though,
yeah.
Bria?
It's not the Avatar.
Is this anime?
Avatar cycle is over.
Oh, don't! That literally made me so sad. Why did you say that?
How dare you?
That's the meanest shit you've
You're
ever
the Fire
said.
Nation, Abria.
Oh my god, you
Yes.
are.
No, I am just. Oh God, what was his name? I can't forget.
Zuko?
Remember. No. I'm thinking of Korra. Shoot, Red Lotus Boy.
Iroh?
No, never mind. All of you. I'll think of it in a little bit, or chat will tell me. Season 3 villain. I like him. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Zahir!
Yes,
Zahir,
Zahir.
yes.
Oh my god, the
Zahir
really
did nothing
scary
wrong.
Oh, he
airbender.
was so great. Anyways.
He was so great. Anyway.
I do have a general question that I would like to maybe delve into and roll for, which is just what does taking this throne or crown or whatever status, what does that power, what power does that give them? What are they in charge of? Do you know what I mean? Like, how does this affect the world?
Yeah.
Are you asking directly, or are you trying to just sort of infer it from what she's saying?
I kind of want to cast lore to figure it out.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do legend lore.
I love it. How does that spell work?
Basically, this spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information.
It is. Roll
Okay,
the thing. You don't have to roll anything. It just happens. So what do you say out loud?
Oh yeah, it's instantaneous and it's for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I guess I have to say it out loud.
You do.
Oh, I see what. Yeah.
You could whisper it.
I
mean, Aminet's directly looking at all of you. I'm gonna say there might need to be some coordination if you want to like
Bury your face in my giant chest.
work.
Well, this is the wait. What is this? Is like the Palace of the Moon or whatever?
The Palace of the Shattered Moon. Yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
we
I'm
can
just
wait. Okay.
I'm just gonna look at it and go, huh? The Palace of the Shattered Moon.
Nailed it. Make a performance check for me.
That is so funny. Like an aside in a 90s sitcom.
So good.
I looked on the barrel of the camera. I got a 19.
Hell yeah, with a
You're
19.
wondering how I got to the Palace of the Shattered.
Amazing. Yeah, you completely fool Aminette. She doesn't think like any sort of magical effects going off. And what you see with your cool Kalishtar eyes, like you feel not only sort of buffeted by Mel's magical effect, you have that warm, like held sense of like drifting off to sleep and feeling safe, even though you know you're awake.
Before you
And-
say anything, I'm just gonna give you something so you know. What you tell me might be true, but it can be couched in figurative language.
Oh, I'm looking at the spell. Don't you worry.
Okay, cool. I just want to.
Thank you. Yeah. So as you are sort of like wrapped up by this, what you see is it's actually a mixture of like thoughts that are words, but also like all the things that like fire in your brain when you're dreaming. So it's this mixture of instead of figurative language, we're gonna go like figures. And you see like this sort of like dream sand version of the palace raising itself up out of the like the literal moonlight from this moon. You see the moon breaking apart and throwing this multicolored light down, and the people that like bask and almost bathe in its light, and they turn and begin eating each other. And then they wander out of the light, and you understand that they are wandering away from the palace back down to the prime material plane. And they come back with spouses and with children, and those children throw themselves into the light and become stronger. And they eat each other until just one remains. And it's this cycle that goes on over and over again of the moonlight drawing these people to become the most powerful version of themselves and take in that light and that power and propagate it. But there can only ever be one person that sits at the throne and receives the full glory of Gausai, the moonlight. And then the sand sort of drifts down and scatters out and away. And you come back to yourself, still in your pose.
Oh, ha. Okay.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. So Aminette sort of looks around like,
Am I missing something? Why is everyone just staring?
I also don't know.
Well, you were doing it.
Well, yeah, it's because the moon is beautiful. And she looks up and away again and gets like locked in another reverie.
Aminette.
It's your fault.
Aminette.
Hey,
Aminette.
hey, hello?
Aminette.
Hello.
Aminette.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You were on your way into the palace with us because you need us to protect you.
I think she needs us to kill her family.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how to do your jobs, but I do hope that we came to an agreement. And she seems to be looking out past the group. And I need everyone to make a perception check for me.
Hey, words.
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
17.
I got a 9 again.
Oh no, Betty.
I got 13.
13.
Okay.
Got to 23.
You're such a perceptive kitty.
Kitty, you're the first one. I'm going to say like this is only you. And you're suddenly aware of footsteps approaching. But they're not like the quiet footsteps of like soft-souled servants like everyone else that's sort of in your area. And you look over, and it's strange. For half a heartbeat, you thought you heard a mixture of footsteps and like paws. And like quadrupedal things walking and a group, like a pack. But you look and you see a single individual walking toward you.
Does it
And
give
he's-
her pause?
Damn
I
you!
will
I will. Nice.
I
Yes.
have like really good animal handling. It's kind of my thing to be
Okay,
in tune with
okay.
the animals. Do I pick
Uh-huh.
up on anything extra, even though I failed my perception
Yeah.
check?
You failed your perception, but you look over and you don't see any animals, but you have a strong sense of like you don't detect the presence of any animal, but you feel disappointed when you look over because you did expect to see it, if that makes any
I
sense.
thought there'd be a bear.
Moon bears.
And Amina
Why-
takes a step back and
why?
away as this man comes forward. And as he steps forward, he's extremely tall with smooth, shining, ruddy brown skin, the color of desert clay, and his head is bald, and he has a swirling platinum diadem like a crown of laurels that's like flush against the skin of his scalp. His eyes, which are barely visible beneath thick black eyebrows, but also he's very far away. And this sort of like sneer that you know isn't an affectation, it's just how the set of his mouth at this point it's like a pale and creamy gray, and his build is obscured by this massive cloak of like plum velvet that sweeps out dramatically away from him, and it's detailed with this like geometrically shaved wolf fur. And he approaches quickly. He's not running, but he's purposeful, and he's making straight for Aminet. What do you all do? I'm going to say that you all get a thing to do before we roll initiative. So what
Oh.
are you all doing?
Well, Melia being the closest to Aminet will probably turn and just like situate herself. Oh, thank you. Situate herself between Aminet and this approaching person.
Mm.
So
And you all hear her very quietly say, "Puppet," as she steps a little bit away back.
The bad
Okay.
one.
Ah.
The big one.
the physical one.
Yeah. He's a physical kid.
I guess before anything, I'd like to tell the group, everybody, I know we see one man over there, but I heard more, like other animals
Yeah,
Others.
I thought there was a bear.
in the moonlight castle in
A
the sky.
moon bear.
Oh,
It must be like a sun bear, but with the moon.
yes.
Right, Mel?
Sure.
Mel knows.
Moon
Uh-huh.
bear.
Well, at least he's pretty.
He is a babe. We're not going to pretend he's not.
Yeah, Alohana says that out loud.
Wait,
That's her action.
Do you want to do anything else?
Free action.
Game recognizing game is a free action at my table, so you're good.
I think Grizz and Aluhana are cut from a similar cloth.
I am going to. I'm gonna do True Strike, which is a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Where
How
it's
does
kind
that
of like,
work?
So I basically point my finger at the wolfman, and it's brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target, provided that the spell hasn't ended, and it's up to a round.
Okay, so the mechanical stuff goes through, but I want you to ask me one question that Pete would want to know the answer to when like sizing up an enemy.
Is it too vague to say their weakness?
That's a little vague, but sure. No, that's fine. We'll do it.
Okay.
I'll give you just a vague answer.
Great.
Division.
Like
Math, I knew
Ah,
Yes.
it.
Can't
Well,
do
that-
mental math.
well, that adds up.
Same.
God
to be honest.
damn it, Ash.
I quit saving throw show just altogether after this. Sorry, Don.
You know, if it didn't get a reaction, I wouldn't do it.
the
That's true.
riffraff you allow
The
on your
riffraff.
content is absurd. It's unnatural. It's against God.
Does anyone else want to do anything before stuff accelerates?
Oh.
Me.
Yeah. Grizz.
Can I use my beast tail? My tail form the beast to try and trip this person?
Wait, what's happening? You have a tail?
I'm gonna grow a tail very instantly.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and maneuver it so as they're moving towards Aminet, they get the old tripperoo, but they didn't expect me to have a tail because I'm a human.
I love that. So
What
why don't
are
we say that-
you?
Let's say that's a
I'm
held
human,
action.
but sometimes a beast. I'm Beauty and the Beast.
Together as one. So I'll say this is a held action because he's like, let's say for the sake of like how we're starting, he's probably about 30 feet away now. So
Oh
like,
wait, I want to change what I'm doing. If he's,
yeah, he's 30 feet away. What do you do?
I want to jump. I can jump really far.
I got
I wanna jump and land right in front of him, but it's gonna be very startling because I'm gonna jump really far.
hell yeah.
Ooh.
Make a athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
It's an I make a strength check.
Okay, you have
And
a thing to
Alex-
do.
and
Do the
Alex-
thing you do.
I'll extend my jump by that number.
Ooh.
So my
Oh,
normal jump.
I'm gonna let you do this because you have that ability. I don't care about the like number mechanics of
Okay.
it. I just want the like style points roll. Like,
yes.
is
I
it
call
athletics to look brutal or is it acrobatics to look like
Stylish. Yeah.
precise and stylish?
Oh, I see. I don't think stylish. I think he wants to be stylish, but I don't think he is. So I think
Okay.
it's sort of like it's like a superhero land, you know, where they like fall and then like the dust kind of comes up around them and there's like a silly little imprint.
It's very anime. I love it.
It's very anime. And he'll just land in front of him and then be like, "Where do you think you're going?"
And how tall is Grizz, by the way?
6.5 feet tall.
Nice. So you have very rarely looked up at someone, and he's got you by
I
about.
made a mistake.
No, it's only like 4 inches. You're okay. So it's
Okay.
enough to be like,
Only.
all right,
I'm wider than him though. Come on.
sure.
Don't
how about
sure
this?
me. I'm wider than him, right?
You are definitely wider than him, and you
Thank
can
you.
tell that like his robes are adding mass to try to like
All I'm
match
wearing is
your
a little.
wideness.
I'm wearing is a little linen tee.
Yep, because you don't need to roll
I
like
don't
that.
need to puff it up.
Yep.
I got it.
And he leans into you and gets like real close to your face.
I smell
Yes.
him.
Do you want to make a perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do your elf nose smell?
What does he smell like?
What does he
What do you
smell?
smell like?
Like
Wet fur.
19.
nice. With a 19, the palace is cold, but not like frozen tundra cold. But it's very interesting to note, like cold doesn't have a smell. It like kills the ability to smell. And you go to sniff him and you don't smell anything. And you can feel that little shock of extremely cold air kind of go into your nasal cavity. Oof, what a phrase. As you can
So
feel
very
this
wide.
like rolling iciness coming off of him. And like he responds to you and just says, I have business with my sister.
What kind of business?
I will sit on the throne, and you're gonna either help me or lay at my feet. I will not be stopped by the likes of you.
Lay it.
Yeah! All right.
Yeah, I give up my action to I'm giving up my action. Do that. Do it. Let her punch
So
him.
That happens, but I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
The same trick he
Oh,
pulled at the
boy.
tavern. Started
It's
I
the
love
so
it.
good.
I love it.
Big laugh into sucker punch.
We
no
love to
pride.
see it.
No pride.
All right. He rolled a 21. Just so you know, this punch is going off first no matter what.
Man, good
what's
thing
up.
because I have a +0 to initiative.
19.
Nice.
11 for Mel.
11 for Mel.
I got
Grizz.
10.
10. Kitty.
11.
Who's got a higher dex between Kitty and Mel?
Mel. Kiti probably. I got a +1.
Mine is a +4.
Yeah, all right, Kitty, you'll go before her. And Aluhana.
5.
Oh, buddy. Okay, so go ahead and make an unarmed strike, my good Grizz.
So here's the thing: as the fist is coming in, it transforms like Animorph style into a giant bear claw.
So is
And-
it a strike or a claw?
It's a swipe, swipe at his face. And
Swipe his face.
I'm pretty sure I can do this 4 times because I have 2 attacks.
This isn't your full attack. This is your like punk. You get to punk him one time and then we go
okay.
into yeah.
Then it's 1 action, or what is it?
Yeah, we'll say that this is 1 action.
Okay, then I think I can swipe twice.
That's fine.
As long as I do them at the same time, I think.
Yeah, it's not a
So
full
I'm
round.
gonna
It's
clap his ears with these claws. You know what I mean?
catch him. Catch
Um,
these mitts.
All right, first one. Oof. I'm gonna use inspiration to reroll that. Oh baby, first one's a 26.
26 absolutely hits.
Second one's a 25.
Both
We love
hit.
to see it. We
Love
love
to
to
see
see
it.
it. All right. And then I'm gonna roll damage, which is 5 plus 3. That's gonna be 8 damage. And I
Nice.
think okay, and then 1d6. Yep. That's it.
What was the full damage?
8.
8. Beautiful. And he
Flashing.
like, yeah. And you hit him and he snarls in response. And I will offer you for free that you hear snarling, 2 distinct snarls come from his throat. And he like takes a step back and kind of shakes off the hit and prepares to, oh yeah, he's up first. He got a 21.
Damn it!
I did say that out loud, y'all.
I know. Doesn't make it less scary.
Sweet. And now let's get right into it. And he backs away a step. Like this isn't full leaving your opportunity zone, but it's just to get a little clearance so the camera can push in. And you see him like begin to jerk violently. And like at these like major joints where his body is sort of like seizing, you see frost growing over him and he splits. And where this one tall humanoid figure stood, there are now 2 extremely large, like 6 foot at the withers, winter wolves standing and snarling.
How many? Sorry.
Just 2.
Got it.
Just 2 6-foot wolves.
Yeah, like just some chill ass wolves.
Just
some
2,
mega
no big
dire-
deal.
Yeah.
And they're both gonna attack Grizz.
Oh, Grizz!
Yeah. Oh, one got a natural 20
Oof.
and one got a 13 plus 6. Does 19 hit you?
Yeah. I'm just wearing a linen
Same.
tee.
He's just wearing a little t-shirt. Yeah. Okay.
His
So
chest
you're
hair has to run free.
it does. You're not wrong. Okay. So that first one is going to be 26 points of damage on the crit.
Oof.
I'm sorry?
26 points of damage from the crit as the wolf on the left like lunges in and bites you and like bites and he doesn't let go. He's attached.
Great.
And then the second one is not as good of a roll. It's 12 points of piercing damage as the second one
What?
comes in and bites your arm.
Oh, wait. I think I'm resistant. Is it all piercing?
It's all piercing for now. Yeah.
For now, don't talk to me
No.
like that. How dare you?
I didn't say it was a normal wolf. I said it was a fucking winter wolf, and that will
I'm
be
just
interesting
saying I'm
soon.
resistant to piercing, so
Good.
great.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm so happy for
What
you.
am I? What am I?
Yeah, and the transformation sequence was his bonus action. So he is they are done. And next up is Pete.
So from my true strike, in which you said they weren't very good at math, I'm gleaning that maybe their intelligence is low. So
I didn't say it was math. I said division.
I
and
said
this
it
is a
was
person
math.
that literally divided into two distinct creatures.
Oh, but wouldn't that be their strength? Anyway, I get
said
it
what
now,
I said.
Anyway, I've already decided I'm doing Mind
Interesting.
Sliver.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm just basically gonna I'm still just sort of like sitting there like this, like thinking, like very nonplussed, just like, huh. And I do like a little flick, and like a purple sort of blade looking thing goes into the back of his head. And
Which
he's
one?
got the
So there's two wolves now. You have to pick a creature.
Oh, okay. There's one on Grizz's right arm attached in.
Yeah, so we'll say there's right wolf, which is on his right arm, and left wolf, which is on his left leg.
And the original person is gone. He just split into two wolves.
Yes.
Okay, so right arm. I'm going to go into the back of right arm, back of their head.
Okay.
And they have to make a intelligence saving throw of 16.
Okay. I rolled a natural 2, but I have rerolls, so I'm going to use it. Thanks, chat.
No.
Ooh.
If you want to use one of your rerolls to make me reroll, you're going to want to.
I'm going to give you my reroll. Boom.
Yeah, okay.
Congratulations.
That's a 4.
All right, so you take 3d6 of damage.
Yeah, I'll roll that.
Ooh.
Don't tell me what the dice are. You tell me what the number is.
I roll. Oh, I didn't know. That's
You
true.
roll your damage. I can't be bothered. Also, I love hearing your nightmare dice. It's like a little violence every time you want to know something.
It's 10.
Nice.
And on your next saving throw, you subtract 1d4.
Beautiful. Okay, so that's wolf 2. We're going to say right wolf is wolf 2, left wolf is wolf 1, just so you guys can keep track of it. Beautiful. Is there anything else you want to do with your bonus action or movement?
I do. As my bonus action, I want to give Grizz Bardic Inspiration, even though they've left. They're gone.
I'm sure he can feel it wherever he is. You do that. What does it sound like?
My Bardic Inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So as I'm doing the little flicky thing, I'm whistling. So I'm just like, it's just a sort of like super chill, like whatever.
Amazing. Unbothered. We love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe Grizz sees that I'm so relaxed and like, it's like, oh, everything's going to be fine.
Nice. Grizz, you've received Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic information.
Ooh. Oh, and it's a D12.
From
I was
Pete.
just gonna ask. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, next up is Kitty.
Yes, I would like to take out the bow and just shoot it at whatever remaining wolf creature there is.
There's still 2 full wolves.
The one that is closest to everybody.
Okay. Just aside, like wolf 1 or wolf 2. It doesn't matter. They're equidistant because they're attached to Grizz.
Wolf 2.
Yeah, okay. That's the one that's already taken damage. That's great.
Good.
Go ahead and
Okay.
make an attack roll.
All right. I believe it's D6.
You have to hit, man.
Oh god, I can't find my bow in my inventory, so let's roll to hit at least.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh god.
No stress. Keep in mind, chat
Oh my
can't
God.
see anything that's happening, so you could just lie and say numbers.
I can't lie
No
about
one will know.
I just
47 to hit.
Oh, it's a natural 20 again. Oh.
It's a
Weird.
natural 2.
You have rerolls. You have inspiration and a couple rerolls.
I'm going to re-roll this.
Do it.
Hey, a 9. Rolling to hit, and I got a 9, so
It's a 9 on the dice. Do you know
Yes.
what you add on to hit? It's going to be whatever your proficiency bonus is plus your dexterity modifier.
Should be 9.
for the bow. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. So it's gonna be 14 plus 18.
18 just hits.
Yes. Okay, good. I don't think I equipped a bow.
No, it's okay. You can totally do it like on the next round, like go through. You have to click equip or it won't show up. It's very annoying.
Damn.
It's
Okay.
all good.
Okay. Well, I think it's a D6.
No, it's got to be bigger than that. We'll call it 2d8. Just do that.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Your bow is now because we don't have time to look shit up.
All right. All right. I just got a 11
plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh, 15.
All right, 15 points of damage.
Yes.
As you like catch this wolf. And when I say winter wolf, it's like this pure white wolf with sort of like drifting blue, like magical
Frost breath
coming off of it, but not just out of its mouth and out of its snout. It's sort of drifting off of it. Like, you know how your body kind of gives off steam when you're in like a hot tub and it's cold outside? This whole wolf is doing that. And yet at the points where it's taken damage, it seems to ice over and sort of crystallize. So wherever you hit this wolf, like right under its armpit, I don't know how wolf anatomy works, but you hit it and it goes in and it makes a flesh sound, but then you hear this sort of like very metallic-y, like glass shattering noise as the arrow gets pushed out and the entire area like frosts over with like ice. Hard ice.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Do you only have one attack? You probably have 4 to 18 attacks per round. So what are you looking at?
Let's do that again then.
Yeah. You have at least 2. You're level 15, so I think it's like 3.
Man, I'm rolling so bad. So I got a 14.
14 does not hit.
Dang it. Oh. I guess I just completely missed this ice wolf.
We also have 2 rerolls, right?
Yeah, use your rerolls and use your inspiration.
I'm gonna use a reroll.
What's wrong with you? Don't miss if you don't have to.
I can't find my bow.
Bria, please.
Oh, this is
so hard.
Better.
Let me be very clear. I love you all and want you to succeed, but if you give me the opportunity, I will have these wolves rip you from limb to limb, like limb from limb. I don't care about it.
Yeah. Is a 23 hit?
Yes, a 23 does hit.
Let's do this damage. Oh.
Get this damage.
Wow, 11 again.
Yeah, okay. 11 points of damage. And the wolf sort of howls and lets go. This was Arm Wolf, so it lets go of Grizz's arm and sort of squares on you. And it's this very like, I don't know, rivalry as old as time as a cat and a dog getting a pissing match in the middle of the courtyard, like,
Stay away from me.
And it has squared its attention on you and sort of resettles itself onto the ground and seems like just super like a hunter, only sees you and is ready to make some, body moves soon. Next up is Mel.
It's me.
It's you.
It's me. I'm gonna do something to it. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. I don't like it. I'm gonna run up to it and hit it with my longsword.
Which one? Wolf 1 or Wolf 2?
Wolf
or Grizz. You could kill Grizz.
No. While I am a little right. I'm a little off-put at the fact that Grizz made claws with his hands, but no, the wolves seem a little bit more important right now. I'm gonna go for the one that just detached itself from Grizz.
Yep. Okay. Wolf 2. Let's go.
All right. That is a bad thing. I'm out of rerolls, so that I just use my natural 20 for that one. How about that? I got a natural 20.
Oh, we love that.
We love it.
Crit
Yeah, we love a natural 20 here. So that's gonna be crap. That's gonna be 4 plus 4 is 8 damage.
Wait, what were you attacking with?
My longsword. It's just a D8.
Make it cooler. Let's go. Just fuck it. What's the max? It's a D8. So let's just say it's 16. Come on, man.
Cool. All right.
This is a cool day.
16 points of damage to this terrible wolf.
That's the joke on me because I can't do that math. Got it. Okay.
And then I'm gonna
it is
attack
bloody.
Again. Nice. I'm gonna attack again, and that's a 22.
22 absolutely hits.
And then that's gonna be 9 points of damage.
Nice.
So that's a total of 25 points of damage to this this funky wolf.
We love to see it. Yeah, and it is taking this sort of beating from you, Mel, and yet like it gets knocked down, it gets back up again, but it hasn't lost its like gaze on Kiti. And
Ooh.
Kiti, you feel that it wants to rip you apart.
Dog, no, like cat.
Not before I do.
Grizz, you're up. Grizz.
Oh, sorry. I forgot my own name.
God, that's relatable
Just
content.
staring lovingly at chat. It's very on brand, actually.
Yeah, right. I was too busy staring at my own muscles.
I'm sorry, did someone say my name? I don't know if we're close enough for you to call me Grizz. Maybe you should call me Gristlestare.
All right, Gristlestare, what you
Thank
doing?
you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rage.
Yep.
That's what I want to do.
Do it.
I'm gonna rage, and then I'm gonna take a swipe at the one that's still attached to me. Right? There's still one attached to me. I'm
There
gonna
is.
swipe at one attached to me, and I can get 2 swipes in with my beast claw for 1 action. So I'm gonna do
it.
that. I'm gonna
Do it.
Oh, baby.
And this wolf is like worrying your leg meat. So you just hear like deep, and you can feel the vibration of this wolf like trying to rip your quad off from your femur.
That tickles. And then I'll swipe down.
Yeah,
at him.
get it.
Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna use one of my rerolls, so I have 1 left. That'll be a 19.
Absolutely hits.
A 19 and a 19.
Ooh.
So I imagine they both hit.
They do.
And then the damage is gonna be 3 plus 6, so 9 damage. But then also
We've got to just add one more of whatever that die is. Y'all
No, I
have
got
some
something-
whack ass.
I got some.
Okay.
It's because it's my hands. But
Okay.
But I've got something cool to tag on, so don't be
Yeah.
disappointed in me yet.
I'm not
please.
disappointed. I just want you to
are,
feel
you constantly
effective.
are. You call me in the morning and you go, "What are you doing? Are you out of bed yet? Why aren't you out of bed yet? Why haven't you made something yourself? When are you gonna get a real job? You're not gonna be pretty forever." Every morning she does.
I would
that
never
to me.
fucking say that because you're gorgeous. All the other shit, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to add a little spice to it, a little
Ooh.
stinky to it.
A little stink. Nope, don't say it, Brett. Go ahead.
I have no idea what you were gonna say.
Yep, you'll never know. I'm an adult.
When you hit a creature with your natural weapons, aka the claws, while you're raging, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw DC 14 or suffer one of the following effects. And I'm gonna want to try and get them to melee attack another creature of my choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So-
They rolled a natural 9. You're good.
Awesome.
What do they
Then
do?
I want them to attack the other wolf.
Oh.
Mm.
There are 2 wolves inside of you, and now they're fighting.
Yep.
Oh my god, this is all a metaphor.
Amazing.
Go to therapy.
We stand therapy.
Were you
We
gonna
love
say
it.
Stinky Pinky?
Stop looking at the chat. Yeah, I was.
Can't hide anything from this one.
Yeah.
Oh man, moon blindness, stinky pinky.
Okay.
Where
What
does
was
it
the
end?
full? What was the full damage?
The full damage itself was just 9.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm hoping
Got it.
that the spice on it does a
The
bit more
spice is
damage.
great.
Okay.
We love it. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah. Is there
I think
anything
that-
else you
I
want to
think-
do?
I think that happens now.
I mean, no, it would do it on its turn. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. The target
Usually
must
the-
use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see.
No, that's perfect. So it's gonna go, and you also get an opportunity attack as it leaves your area.
I believe it.
Do it.
I take out my axe, but before I bring it out over my back, my muscles rippling. But
Yeah.
as I bring it down to swing it, I sniff it all the way down the staff, the
Sniffy
rod. What do you
boy.
call that?
Shaft.
The shaft, and I go. And then I try and swing it as it moves away from me.
Go on.
I'm very
You really like
feral.
smelling his shaft. All right.
No.
Listen, me and my axe have a very intimate relationship. So
All right.
if you even look at this axe,
All right. Make an
do you want
attack.
to say? Do you want to say what's gonna happen?
Make the attack roll.
Doing
So
it!
I can do the thing.
Okay, I'm using my last reroll.
Yep.
Did you already use your bardic
23.
inspiration?
I haven't yet,
Okay.
but I got a 23, so that should be good. I can add the bardic inspiration to damage, though, right?
Do you have that ability unlocked?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I believe so. It's no, ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Okay,
There
then
you
it's
go.
14 damage.
Cool. Yeah. 14 extra damage on this poor ouch wolf. Hates to see it. I was gonna do mean things, and I feel like you're just ruining like what my fun is.
You've yelled at us a bunch, so.
Oh, that's true. That is my fun. Okay. And yeah, Wolf 1 is going to immediately pounce on Wolf 2 and like tackles it, and they sort of roll away, and Wolf 2's like sort of fixated stare at Kiti is broken, and Wolf 1 is going to get in some good chomps. And yeah, you see that like once this attack sort of happens and they roll away from each other, Wolf 1 still looks very much like a wolf. Wolf 2 got so much chew boy damage put into it that its entire like from its belly button, I don't know why I picked that, the lower half of it is entirely encased in ice now and not looking very good.
And I'm sorry, Brie, I actually did 3 extra damage because I'm raging, if that makes
Okay.
sense. Okay.
No, that's perfect. Thank you. You can always mention that. That's fine. Okay, is there anything else you want to do? Movement?
That's all I got.
Okay, we love to say it. All right, Aluhana.
Okay, so for my I get to cast a bonus action and then my action. Is that how it
So
works?
the rule for spell casting is you can cast multiple spells as long as one of those spells is a cantrip.
Got it. Okay, so I cast Hex on the more damaged one
Yeah, okay.
as my bonus action, and it takes up concentration, and then I'm going to blast it with Eldritch Blast.
Nice. Both of these at the same wolf?
All 3 blasts at the same wolf.
Yes.
So each blast is going to get up an extra d6.
Yep, beautiful.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for each 3 beams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20.
Yeah, double it.
Nice.
19.
Hits,
18.
hits.
Cool.
Okay, so roll 4d10 plus 4d6. Is that right? Does Hex go on to every blast? Fuck it. Go ahead.
Does it?
I don't know. I'm unbothered. The problem is, unless you roll a bunch of ones, I'm just going to ask you how the wolf died. So go ahead and roll.
So yeah, all right. So 1, 2, 1, 11, 2, 15, 1,
I feel like you're expecting me to write any of this shit down. I won't.
13.
Just roll, like yell each number from each d10. So 11.
11, 15, 13.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter. How does the wolf die?
So what I'm going to do is like I'm basic very stylishly I'm going to just kind of do this, right? And then I'm just going to like so then when I point at it, like all of the eldritch energy like goes into it. It goes into it. It's kind of like starting to like really like infect it from the inside. And then like I'm gonna snap my fingers and then it's gonna pop.
Yeah.
Oh, the Shiva
Nice.
snap. I love.
We love it.
You
And
know what
Yeah.
listen. Kindred
And
spirit
it's-
right here.
It's not that it pops, it shatters apart.
Yes.
And each
even
like
better.
as like the eldritch energy, it suffuses this wolf. You see it like the front half of it go crystalline. And what color is your eldritch magic?
Pink.
Yeah. And you see that like this now fully crystalline wolf, it looks like pink like smoke frozen within like an ice cube, more or less. And it just sort of slowly begins turning pink. and then it like goes to bay or howl or make some sort of vocalization for the pain that it's in. And this pink light pours out of its mouth and then pours out of its eyes, and you snap. And with this like thunderous sound, it shatters apart. And you hear a sound like a wolf howling and a man screaming simultaneously. And there's one wolf left in front of you.
So just real quick. First of all, Alohana strikes a pose because she's happy.
Do it.
And then I need to pass on the hex. Attempt to pass the hex on to the other wolf.
Is that a bonus action?
Let me double check. When the spell when the target drops to 0 points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus. Oh, I see. Subsequent
so you
turn.
can do it on your next turn as a bonus action before you attack again to move the hex.
Cool.
Beautifully done. Nice. Okay. And that's a full round of combat. And this solo wolf one, left wolf, if you will, just sort of like snaps out of its haze. It just attacked its kindred wolf, the other half of it, and it bays towards the moon. And you see like one ear sort of dart back as though it's heard something, and then it sort of shakes it off. And it looks around at all of you, unsure of who to attack, who to blame for the loss of half of itself. And it's sort of like, and it's going to look back at Grizz, and it's going to attack you. But it's going to go super hard in the paint now, since it's probably going to die very soon. And we're going to do like a quick little cone of cold. Oh, I can catch all of you with this. Amazing.
And is this wolf 1 or 2?
This is wolf 1.
Okay.
This is remaining wolf. Because you did that effect on wolf 2, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it rolled poorly on everything else it needed to do. So I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw against a 22.
Oh no.
Don't forget to if we're all in close enough proximity that it can get all of us, then you all have +4 on your save.
What is it? It's a 10-foot radius?
Yeah, it's 10-foot radius.
I'm going to say you have to pick one person in your group that is not in the area. Aminette is a viable option too, and would technically make. Oh, okay, Grizz.
Oh my god.
Grizz is fine.
Grizz is fine.
Oof.
So you can just tell me if you passed it or not. You have to beat a 22. Meet or beat a 22.
Holy crow, no.
Jeez. Yeah, man, y'all are level super high. Are you kidding me? What's it gonna be like a level 10? You just have to beat a 10 to get a thing done. No.
No, I failed.
Cool, but you hit them too hard, too fast.
I didn't make it.
I didn't make it.
I didn't either. I got 16.
How'd you do, Pete?
I'm considering whether or not I want to use one of my things to add. It's fine. I didn't make it. Whatever.
You could just do, I mean, okay. You can also just take the 47 points of cold damage.
Ouch.
Oh, you know what? I am going to do a thing.
No, you already waited too long.
Okay.
I'm kidding. What did you want to do? I'm not going to tell you no. That's ridiculous.
I'm going to use up one of my Bardic Inspiration slots to add a D12 to my saving throw.
Heck yeah.
And so I got a 23.
There you go. So you're going to take half of that, which is a number I couldn't possibly know, 23 points of cold damage.
So it has to pass 22?
You have to meet or beat 22.
Got it. Oh,
okay.
I think I pass it then with the, oh, never mind. Never mind. I don't pass it.
Well, okay. So 47 points of cold damage.
My nipples get hard through my shirt.
Yeah, they do. They super do.
Real sharp.
Nice. And then he's going to use his bonus action to come and do a chomp on. He's going to aim. He's going to bite you in the nipple. Sure. I was going to say throat, which is cool, but nah.
No, I'd prefer my throat. Please, not the nipples.
Left wolf is going to be a nip nope and just take that sucker right off. Okay, let's make an attack roll. I'm going to use one of my re-rolls. Thanks, chat. Okay,
Hey,
does a 17
chat.
hit you?
Yes, I'm only wearing a
A
t-shirt.
thin linen shirt.
A thin linen shirt.
Okay.
Laced up, untied, loosey-goosey.
I
We
feel
love
like you
it.
should have rethought this. Like this.
I have a
seems-
chainmail shirt under it, but it's more like a tank top. So you can't really see it. You know, I don't want the chest hair. It's important.
I'm gonna
Must
give
be
you
free.
what
Must be free.
I want to give you a Sophie's choice here. You can either take 14 points of piercing damage, or you only have to take 1 point of damage, but you do lose the nipple. But it's a clean take.
Gotta lose.
Is
the
there such a
nipple.
thing?
Is this a quick like hop up?
I've got this motif between all my characters that their nipples are gone or they're destined to be gone.
It will take the wish spell to restore that nipple, just like on Salt Bay.
He's laughed at all the attacks so far, but this one he's taken really personally.
I don't know why.
Ah! No!
And you see that wolf like snarling and chews and swallows. And
Can he at least take one point of damage because of how hard it was?
yeah, it hits the roof of his mouth like some fucking
like-
Captain Crunch. I'll write that down.
It's like a Totino's pizza.
Like some fake
Totino's
gold.
pizza roll.
Disgusting.
That's the best damage I've ever given to anything in my life. We love it.
Oh my god.
Okay. And this wolf is going to begin to back away into the woods.
Huh?
Like
What?
He got what he came for.
yeah, so you can get an opportunity attack as it backs
Oh,
away.
I want an opportunity. I want to mess this wolf up.
All right,
I also
Ranger, you
wanna
got to get
take
close.
All
I
right.
also want to take an opportunity attack.
Yeah,
on this
you know
wolf.
what? I can.
If you attacked Wolf 1 the first time and you're within melee range, like we're doing theater of their mind, but if you were in melee range attacking Wolf 1, you have the opportunity to take an opportunity attack. But those of you that shoot bows, we're not in melee range.
And beams, right?
And
Bows
yeah,
and beams.
and
Those
tiny
And
little
mind
psychic
slivers.
jacks. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I go to take an opportunity attack, but I literally just watched this wolf bite off a nipple, and I'm disgusted. I rolled a natural one.
No!
I'm gonna use my psychic ability to use animal handling to tell that wolf to give my nipple back.
Oh.
Make a
Return
pers-
my nipple.
Make a persuasion check. You can
Animal
have advantage.
handling! Animal handling.
It's not an animal. It's a you realize that this is a dude, right?
It's a monster.
Bria, please. It looks like a wolf.
Yeah, okay, you can make it. Yeah. All right, animal handling.
I got a 21.
Okay, and the wolf, like as it backs away,
Free my nipple from the
Blech.
tomb of your body.
and there's like some chewed up meat that he just sort of yorks on the ground and continues to back away.
I'm very happy right now.
And
This is
now I'll
great.
take my opportunity attack now that I know the nipple is secured.
Oh, hold on. All right. You're gonna make your opportunity attack with disadvantage.
Took my nipple. What do you mean? He's in range. What do you mean, Bria?
You had to just like negotiate for a nipple return.
All right, you're right. That takes some time.
That's a lot.
You're
That's
right,
a
you're
lot.
Right, you're right. You're right.
You can still make it, but just make it with disadvantage because you were focused and you got the nip. You can
When they
just
s-
put
when
that
they said
pepperoni
fr-
back on.
when they said free the hashtag free the nipple, chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag free the
That's
nipple.
what the whole hashtag is about. Just
Yeah.
when winter wolves eat
Just taking it off.
strange men's
Yeah.
nipples.
Yeah. Also, Vanna, even though you're rolling with disadvantage, you still have bardic inspiration. So
I have bardic inspiration and I
Use
also
that
rolled
D12.
pretty well. So
Yep.
16. I'll add the D12 on there just for sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
I love
gonna be 16
Mm.
plus 12 plus 16 plus 12 plus 8.
wow, that's some
20,
awesome sauce.
30,
That's a
Two.
lot.
Spicy sauce.
32. Is that how you do a math?
Yeah, that
With disadvantage? Bria!
what was the
That-
that was the disadvantage
that-
roll? Was it 16? Damn. Yeah, you get that hit in.
That wolf took my nipple.
I'm going to swing.
Swing away.
With a second attack, and that's going to be a 27.
Why is it a second attack? You have an opportunity attack. You get
Oh,
one
I'm
hit in.
sorry. I got confused. Everyone's yelling. Mostly just me, but everyone.
What was your damage from the
15?
That's what she deserves.
Plus 3. 15. Wait. Never mind.
Oh my God, 46. Got it. All right. This wolf is looking almost halfway dead.
Oh man.
Okay. And as it slinks back, I need everyone to make a perception check for me.
Receiving things.
Ooh, I have advantage on that because you gave it to me.
There you go. Yeah, that'll do.
Ugh.
16.
Got 16 as well. Or
That's it.
17.
21.
Yep. Alejandra?
9.
Yeah, Alejandra, not super paying attention. Pretty's geeked up on like
She's
the
still
bits-
posing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still hitting that pose, just like the play of the game diva selfie. But the rest of you all see that like you from wherever you are, you can sense that Aminette is backing away from like the entire situation, and her eyes are fixed on wherever that wolf is slinking to and whatever is deeper in those shadows. And those of you who rolled over a 20 can see that there's another figure stepping forward, whispering quietly to the wolf.
There's someone else. It's
Could it be another of the brothers?
Where?
Minette.
Yes.
Who's that?
Leo. And I can't imagine why they are whispering to Pavette. I don't trust it.
Oh, okay.
And she's going to drop
Well-
back a little farther.
Does she look like she got hurt by the cone of cold?
Yeah, she took a lot of fucking damage off of that.
Cool. I have on myself. I'm wearing a very lovely kind of like rosary of prayer beads around my neck. I'm gonna take one and I'm gonna pop off one of those beads and I'm gonna touch it to her and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
You're going to have to get closer to her. She's about 20 feet back from you now.
Oh,
like,
I'm gonna walk
over
up
to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to her.
Sweet. And as you do it, she grabs your hands and gets very close to your face and says, Leo killed Dalt. Don't trust them.
Oh, Dalt's dead now? Okay. Making some notes. She heals for 12.
Crossed off.
Nice. Thank you.
Mel said, good to know. Good to know.
How far away is Leo?
Leo is probably 40 feet away from you.
Okay. So while they're doing the bead healing thing, I think I want to just sort of like very slowly, in a sort of like kind of way, walk towards Leo, just towards the figure, and just stare at him, and then in his brain head say that. Oh, sorry, them. I wasn't sure which one was the non-binary.
Yeah, Leo is non-binary.
Thank you. All right. So in their brain head, I'm going to say, give me one reason why we shouldn't tear you apart as well.
I'm going to need you to make...
Can I roll an intimidation check?
Yes. First, though, you're going to need to make a... it's not... I'm going to call it a wisdom saving throw because that usually tends to be a higher bonus, but this is more of a... You're attempting to speak into the brain of someone else who is inherently like telepathic and doesn't necessarily want you there. So I'm going to say the DC is a 20 to get this message through.
This is a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, just make it a wisdom save. since that's usually what psychic stuff is. And assuming that you get through, by all means, you can roll an intimidation check on top of that. Oh. I love that die.
Trying to think if there's any other. No.
I'll let you
straight
reroll
wisdom.
from one of I'll let you reroll from one of my rerolls, but you have to give me some later.
Okay. I like making deals with the devil. That's fine.
Thanks. Where's my Hidal coin? Cool, thanks. Yeah, go ahead and make a reroll. Hell, do it with advantage.
As she fiddles with a soul coin. So cash.
Hidal's dead, Abria.
You say that.
He's not coming back.
Ooh, that was so spooky.
Whoa.
Nice.
I don't make it.
Okay.
You said the DC is 20, right?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay. So you feel like you're trying to push through static, but in the doing, you see that Leo's eyes like snap towards you, and this wolf is still backing away, and they're murmuring down at it, but then they stop and look up and regard you, and you have a keen understanding that your voice, like now that they are attuned and like into your frequency, you could just whisper it and get that message across. And I'll allow you to make the intimidation check just with disadvantage.
Okay.
What do you say?
Oh, disadvantage. I got a nat 20 and a 3.
Yeah.
No. But that 3 becomes a 16.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
I love bards so much.
Yeah. But also she's barred with a whatever. Anyway, so no, I say what I said before, which is give me one reason why we shouldn't tear you apart as well.
Because I haven't tried to hurt you yet.
Did you not send your wolf?
I am not my brother's keeper. He will do as he is wont to do. But if you see this wolf, this pathetic excuse of half a man backing away, you have me to thank. And I would deal justly with you. Bring me my sister, bound, safe, and I will double whatever price she offered you.
Interesting. I'm gonna telepathically let everybody else know that's what he said. They said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry."
That's all good.
So Leo's non-binary, but Pivot,
yeah.
Pavet is.
Let's run it down, and we'll assume that, like, at some point, Aminette explained it. Aminette is the sole female. Then there's Leo that's non-binary, and Pavet and Dalt that are both male.
But Dalt's dead, according to Aminette.
I think Mel only said it loud enough, or Aminette only said it loud enough for Mel to hear. So Mel could give you that information, but for some reason, she is now aware that Dalt is already dead.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm in everybody else's brain head letting you know that Leo has said that they're the reason that the wolf is backing away, not the fact that we like broke half of him and kept attacking him. And that if we deliver Aminette bound safely, they'll double their offered reward.
We shouldn't just let them take that wolf back. Who knows what they're going to conglomerate into next. So I want to get rid of that other wolf.
Maybe they'll split into 2 more wolves and the wolves will just be smaller.
Too many wolves.
Puppies. It'll be like a little litter of puppies.
Just the last ones are just those little huggies, the little like wolf corgis.
So it's like from winter wolves to dire wolves to regular wolves to pups.
And then they divide until like it's like this little plague of like little wolves that just eat us like nanobots.
Nanobots. Also, because I feel like there's a lot of
conspiratorial things going on that maybe we don't want people to hear, I'm going to ask each of you individually. I can connect us all telepathically with your permission. If you want to give me a nod if you're into it.
Sure.
Okay, then I'm going to do that. So I'm going
Yeah.
to cast telepathic bond, and the 5 of us can communicate all together with just in our minds.
So you're leaving Aminet out.
Yes.
Good call.
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't sure. I mean, I thought, but I wasn't sure.
And
Go
this
for it.
lasts an hour.
Nice. Okay, so the group chat is up.
Right?
Sir.
And for what it's worth, you are out of initiative, and Leo doesn't seem particularly like pressed for time on this. And the wolf like backs and then like looks up at Leo, and they're still partially obscured by this like deep shadow, so you don't really know what they look like yet. But the wolf sort of sits down by their
Does
side.
Leo look as tall as Pavet was?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Much shorter, rounder.
Oh.
And there's some sniff people out here. So can I get a perception check from both Kiti and Grizz?
Of course.
Perception from
That
the
is a
schmozzers.
19.
I didn't know you were referring to them as sniff people. I thought you were saying there was like sniff people.
Right, what are sniff
They're like,
Yeah, I was like, is that a new
Grizz
race
sniff-
of monster?
No, Grizz smells things a lot, and Kiti has like feline senses. So a 19 and a what?
26.
Oh my god.
I'm
So-
sniffing it up.
You smell this like very gentle mixture of lavender and sandalwood, and with the 26 you can also kind of see that it seems to be timed with whenever Leo sort of shifts and their clothes move, as if it's coming off of their clothing, and it smells really nice and pleasant, like soft skin after a bath. And I need both of you to take 1d4 temporary HP. I'll roll it. I'll just roll it. It's fine. Take 3 temporary hit points as both of you catch a snoot of it.
A snoot.
Thank you.
oh yeah, how's everyone doing hit point wise?
I now have 80.
74. Yeah.
I'm still in double digits.
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean triple digits.
I was gonna say, wait.
No, I haven't made. There was one thing I wanted to do, and then I was gonna pass out. I was gonna lay the smack down on everybody. I wanted to ask Aminet, is she? Are you certain that Dalt is dead? Did you see a body?
Are you asking out loud?
I will speak in a whisper.
A whisper. So you're
A
still close to
whisper.
Aminet, yeah?
Yes, I'm still close to Aminet.
Yeah. And she like looks at you, and then like her eyes, she's having a hard time like focusing her attention away from Leo. Like that very strong like fear response of like, don't let the predator out of your sight.
Well,
And-
she's in my aura, so she feels comforted. She cannot be frightened. So while she's in my aura,
Yes, this is
So-
not a mechanical frightening. This is a full-on understanding of like the energy coming off of Leo.
Oh.
And she looks back at you and glances and looks back at Leo and just sort of leans back in and very softly says, Leo showed me with their mind. I believe it. I
Okay.
have no reason not to.
Sure. All right. Well, I'm just going to kind of stroke her hair a little comfortingly, just like
See her, yeah. I'm just gonna give you one extra thing. She sort of sniffs the air and then spits on the ground. Just gonna mention that.
What is it?
Cool.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
What?
What? Hello?
I mean, all of you see the weird, like mini sniff then spit. If you want to do anything about it,
It's my kind of woman.
I mean, I'm gonna make it. I mean, I want to make an inside check. I want to see what that does.
yeah, go for it.
What does that spit look like?
Normal spit.
Liar.
it's normal spit.
It's a
It's
17.
a moonlight loogie.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Disgusting.
17 with the 17, you are able to sort of like pick up that she was able to pick up on a scent that maybe like you are a little less attuned to smelling, and she is getting rid of it. Like this is a magical person who is very quickly going, no thank you, to whatever was drifting her way.
It's a trap.
I will offer you as a free benefit if you want to roll an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead, Alhana. Just talk. I'm not looking up.
Got it.
Yes, just say words. We will be
Yeah,
quiet
do
and let you say
stuff.
words.
I didn't make it. Probably.
No, I rolled a 13.
With a 13, this is gross. I have to give you a dumb thing for a 13. With 13, you look down at the spit and you kind of see this sort of arcane glow attached to like whatever that scent was. And you're a fairly magical person yourself. Not all spells are sounds and waving wands.
All right, I have a theory. It might be bunnies. We'll get back to that.
Yep. So sorry, go back to your negotiations.
That's okay. Well, that was all that I wanted to say to Aminette. So I'm going to like just kind of like put my hand on her like the side of her face, like comfortingly, and I'm gonna say, well, I'm not gonna let Pavette and Leo get to you. I don't know shit about them. I know shit about you, and I'm here to protect you. And then I turn around and I clap my hands together and I go, who needs healing?
Single file line.
I kind of do. I was hit pretty hard.
Leo, as you go up to do that, you hear Leo just, now, I would only...
Is he closer now? Are they closer now?
No, they're still where they were before, but they've been watching all of this unfold patiently, and they just interject to say, now I could only imagine that you would need to heal out here in the open if you were convinced that you would need to do more dirty work.
You don't like to be healed when you're hurt?
I don't like the threat
feels nice
of people I don't know
helping themselves.
Well, we're gonna heal ourselves anyways because we don't want to be bleeding all over your shiny moonlit floors.
That's
says nothing.
It's a rather odd thing to be intimidated by people helping each other.
Why are you threatened?
By teamwork.
Your words. But I have stopped more threats than you, my darlings. And I don't know where you stand yet.
I feel like that just says more about you. You've had to stop more threats. I often don't get threatened, so, my threat stopping count is very low.
Yeah, I mean, like, I usually just burn them, but, it's just me.
My hand is still up for a high five.
Ooh, a healing high five.
Healing high five, baby.
I think Grizz just wants a high five and accidentally gets healed. Grizz is just like, heck yeah, Mel.
Grizz, if you're going in for the high five, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay, wisdom. I'm the wisest boy in the world.
You could beat
13.
A 23.
That's kind of like 13, but
it's almost 13.
10.
Yeah.
Minus 10. Yeah, I don't.
And suddenly that very delicate scent of sandalwood and lavender fills your nose and sort of muddies your mind. And
joke's on you, already muddied.
That's fair. And you are now you're filled with the attempts of a charm person.
I knew it.
Oh no!
I knew you were gonna.
Somebody had something that made me immune to that or something.
No, my aura doesn't do that.
It's only for fright.
I do, but only if I notice it's happening.
And you hear in your mind, you don't need a high five. Come here.
I don't need a high five. Okay, I'll come over there.
Okay, I very quickly go to.
Grizz says this out loud.
Yeah, Grizz is amazing.
Yes.
Oh no, what is it? I have a thing. I have a thing for this.
Yeah, I have a
Trying
thing
to find
too.
a thing too.
I think we all have a thing for
I
this.
knew y'all had a thing. Why did y'all tell me you didn't have a thing?
I'm simply
No,
gonna
it's a
flex
thing
and
to
say,
stop it, not a thing to like. Or a
do
thing
you
to
know
prevent it.
anything is wrong with Grizz right now?
Oh,
Do
you
you
don't
really?
really know.
Well,
We don't
if
really know.
he-
I want to find out. How do
He
I?
didn't do the high five. That's a red flag.
Yes.
I thought-
But it
I
wasn't
thought
like he
Grizz-
was suddenly halted. He just thought better of it and then turns and walks. So I'm just saying.
Oh, that was weird.
You can think it's weird, but I'm just gonna make you like show your work on like why you suddenly need to cancel a spell effect you're not super aware is happening.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, but I thought I could have misunderstood. I thought Grizz went, I don't need a high five, and then just
Yeah.
started
I
walking
did
towards
do
the
that.
woods.
And then I
Yeah.
said, I'm gonna go over here.
Yeah,
I'll
but it
come
wasn't
over
like,
there.
I'm trying to say it wasn't
Yes,
like
okay.
they were hypnotized all of a sudden. It was more of
Okay.
a like Grizz thinks better of it, but just has an inner dialogue that he likes to share out loud.
Hmm.
Damn
So
it.
then, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Where are you going?
Over here.
God damn it.
Chris,
Huh?
If any of you want to make an Arcana check to see if there's anything going on, by
I
all
would like
means,
to
do
do
so.
that.
Yeah, am I allowed to re-roll it even though initially I didn't do well? Or
Yeah, for sure. This is a different thing. You're trying to be like, what
Okay.
the fuck is happening to Grizz? Like, what are we doing?
I got a
Oh,
15.
god damn it. Yeah, I
Nice.
didn't know.
Yeah, there's for sure something magical happening in and around Grizz.
Hmm.
And to really, with a 15, to really figure out what it is, you're going to need to get closer to him or get in that line of smell and
Okay.
figure out what's happening. So you like metagame, like above game, you will have to expose yourself to potentially like
No,
really
I
draw
get that.
into
I
this
get.
effect.
So I'm very suspicious, and so as I walk towards Grizz, I would like to do a counter charm, which just
Okay.
gives everybody a bonus on saving throws against magic-y things.
Nice.
So I'm just like I'm nervous, and I just kind of like walk up to Grizz and say, "Hey, buddy, what's wrong?"
I'm just
Where-
going over here.
And I'm going to try to sort of like see what happens if I try to stop them.
Yeah, for sure.
So what happens if I try to just
Okay, so how does counter charm work? Like,
well, no, so counter charm is just a defensive thing for everybody in my area.
yeah.
That is so it's gain an advantage on saving throws against being frightened, charmed, or similar magical effects.
Okay. Then I will say that this can be Grizz, go ahead and make one more saving throw to see if you can shake any of this off. Now I understand how charm person works, but I like what you're doing here, Ash.
I rolled a natural one.
Oh, buddy.
Uh,
Now
But
you're good.
no, you roll advantage though. Or did or does she not?
No, it's okay. Roll with advantage.
okay.
And as this is happening, Kiti, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Because you smelled it too. And Leo's getting impatient.
But Kiti, you roll with advantage, maybe.
There we
I don't
go.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe, I don't know.
Wait, it's against charm effects?
Yeah. Or fright effects.
Oh boy.
This is technically isn't that, but I like it. So go ahead, roll with advantage.
With advantage? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh. With advantage. Oh, nat 20. I'll take that one.
Nice.
+1. Okay. 21.
Okay. So you're only going to take the damage here and none of the frightened effects as dissonant whispers reach your ears and you hear Leo's voice in your head and you hear them say, just grab her, bring her here, end it now. We don't have to do this. Just go.
Okay, yeah.
And take, oh, I rolled real bad. 7 points.
7 points of damage?
Of psychic damage. Could have been any number bigger than that, but it was mostly ones. But you are not frightened, and you can feel like a wave of Leo's impatience sort of wash over you. Grizz, how'd you do?
What was the modifier again? Sorry, because I rolled a 15.
It's a wisdom save.
So yeah, 17.
Yeah. With a 17, I'll allow you to get one message out before you are sort of like re-suffused with Leo's chill vibe energy.
Oh,
treat it like a message spell. You've got 25 words. What do you do?
This doesn't feel good. Actually, right now here that I'm experiencing currently, as I am now. Help. Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right.
What?
Also, could someone grab my nipple?
Sweet. All of you, I need everyone to make one more percentile roll because we have one more round of moonlight to adjudicate. And like, as all of this is happening, like this moon could not have passed behind any clouds because there are no clouds up here. But as you all are sort of like narrowing in on whoever will take the palace throne, the moonlight becomes more intense. And all of you can see clearly, like the air was super foggy, like distinct and discrete bands of moonlight. And they all get turned up and it's almost too bright to stand.
Ooh. I rolled a 53.
All right.
26.
Hold on, one at a time. Okay, 53.
That was Mel.
Yeah, Mel, you have advantage on charisma ability checks until the end of the next hour.
Okay. Has it been an hour since the last bit of moonlight?
Let's say, yeah, you guys have been sort of slowly moving through stuff.
Okay.
Aluhana.
23.
Yes, with a 23. Same as before. Your clothes are still
Okay.
floating around.
Love it.
The moonlight knows what you like.
And I will say that there's something uniquely interesting happening here. Like, you are glowing and sort of like ephemeral in the way that like these other siblings all are. And Leo has regarded you and sort of clocked that. And you don't feel any sort of like nascent hostility in the way that they
do I see him? But do I see him looking at me?
You can see them sort of taking you all in,
Okay.
and they don't seem to be judging you in the same way that they are getting more and more impatient with everyone else.
But did they see him seeing them seeing him?
Her.
I hate you.
Her. Oh.
Her? Who is her? Them. I'm so confused.
Aluhana.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Does Leo see Aluhana seeing Leo see Aluhana?
I'm going to say no.
Why does this bitch Amonette know exactly what's going on and not doing or saying shit? What is her fucking problem?
No.
Do you want to ask her?
She's scared.
Ask her.
That's
Hold on,
what
let's
I
do
say
the
with my
moonlight.
message spell. What the fuck is your problem, bitch? Say something. Do something. Your brother sucks.
Oh my God. Okay, let me get through these fucking moonlights and then we'll get to that. Kiti.
I got a 26.
26. Same as Aluhana, your clothes and hair seem to drift away from you. And in the same way, Leo doesn't seem as openly hostile to you. Like, yeah, they just kind of hit you with a little mind, like, get your shit together. But then they see your clothes kind of drift away and you feel a sense of calm in that bond that's been forged between you. Pete.
43.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you yelled heat for some reason.
Heat! 43.
These foes.
43, same thing. It's the biggest chunk. clothing floats away,
Oh.
weightless. Grizz.
It's good to know everybody's having a Sailor Moon transformation. If I could get one of those, it would be ideal for me.
I mean, you want to roll high, actually. Go ahead.
Oh no, 36.
Okay. Well, you got what you asked for. Yeah.
Your linen shirt is just floating.
Oh, my nipple that's gone is
Just
exposed.
floating.
My nipple's floating.
It's floating up and away off the
Are
ground.
his chest hairs like waving?
Oh, they are. It's
Ooh,
beautiful.
it's
like
like
chest hairs in the
salmon
water.
leaves. Yeah.
Ooh, I hate it. No.
I love it.
Okay, so y'all want to take Amanette to task for this? I mean, mostly she hasn't been saying anything because none of you are really talking to her other than Mel.
But when everyone was like, "Oh, I wonder what's wrong with Grizz," and she absolutely knew and said nothing.
Right. That's a
That's
good
true.
point.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to do about it?
Kill
She
her.
didn't do anything.
Can I-
Then do it, coward.
I can't. I'm charmed by.
We've got
this
4 minutes
person.
left, and you need to pick a winner.
Who gets the rose? Come on, everybody.
I think I'm gonna have a conversation with everybody in our minds and say, I really don't have a pony in this. Which one are we killing and which one are we helping?
Let's destroy the moon.
That was always an option.
Just kill both of them.
Right, just throw a javelin at the moon.
Yeah.
I am inclined to support Amanette, who has supported me in the past.
She hasn't supported us much in the last 10 minutes.
Maybe it's
There-
against their moon rules.
Right, maybe there's no fighting on the moon.
There is no war on the moon.
Yeah, man, get into the moon.
She's
vibes.
Julie. Or sorry, Judy.
Judy.
She's Judy.
We could also all just leave.
Grizz can't.
Are they gonna try to kill us if we try to leave?
Well,
Oh, they'll try to kill each other, though.
you know,
3 minutes. What do you do?
I do have a feather token that transforms into a giant bird that can fly for miles and carry like 500 pounds of creatures.
So it
minutes,
can
what do you
carry
do?
just Grizz.
Hey. Thank you.
You have 30 seconds to make a choice about what you do.
I vote
before
for
Leo
Amanette.
acts.
I want to shoot the other wolf.
Vote for killing Amanette or helping Amanette?
Vote for helping Amanette.
That was very tentative.
Help. I want to help Amanette as well.
Hey,
Yeah,
here's
I'll vote
here's
for
what
that
I'm gonna
too.
do. Here's what I'm gonna do. It's a 120-foot radius, and I've got this really cool spell. I'm gonna lift my hand up into the air, and I'm gonna summon a whole bunch of moonlight, and I'm gonna throw it on Leo, and I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Yes.
Yes.
But what if it
Yeah,
I'm
right.
so sorry. One more time. What's that spell?
It's
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Casting Moonbeam.
Uh-huh. And I told you the moon was a wild thing, right?
I did. Yeah, that's the point. Oh yeah,
Ooh.
All right.
We're all
I was
gonna
saving
die.
it. I was saving it, and I'm casting it at 4th level because why the hell not?
Why not?
Yes, I love this so much. Bless Mel and her moonbeams.
Okay. So you're casting it at Leo, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, normally this is a Leo save or suck spell, but you are dealing with something incredible and terrifying. The moment you touch magically and reach to the moon, you are brought into its presence. You are a witness to this living power standing in front of you, impossibly bright, that says, if you kill them both, you can take the palace for yourself.
That was
Don't
something
wanna
I
live on
wondered
the
about
moon
as
now.
well.
You can
Don't
fit a
wanna
lot
live
of
on the
kids
moon
in
now.
there.
I will give you the power to change the world for the better. These ones were weak, too weak to do anything of note, but you,
We
so
should
pure
run.
of heart, will you be my champion?
Do it.
But that's where we're gonna freeze.
Mel.
as Mel herself is bathed in moonlight, throwing off this incredibly like beautiful, iridescent, ghostly white glow. All of you can barely stand to look at her.
Super cute.
And yeah, we're gonna
Oh
finish
my
there.
god.
And maybe someday we'll come back and
No.
figure out what happens with this world. But we're
Oh
out of
my
time.
gosh.
Oh my god, we just got
Mel
started.
makes a super moon orphanage. Oh my god.
Yeah. So here's what
That'd be
we're gonna
amazing.
do. As you guys kind of give your wrap ups and your bye-byes and where everyone can find you, I want you to give me like a 30-second like epilogue of what happened here, since we don't have
Can
time
we
to play
can
it
we
out.
start with Mel?
Yeah, of course we're starting with Mel because it will all chain from there. So Latia.
It's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Latia Jaquise. Everywhere there is internet. You can catch me tomorrow at twitch.tv/DND, where I am playing Rivals of Waterdeep with my wonderful friends, Sharif and Brandon and Masood. And Tanya won't be there tomorrow, but you can catch her playing in a QuakeCon game. She's playing Dishonored. Go watch her too. Watch us all. Just open all the tabs. I am doing secret things.
Nice.
So you'll have to find out what those are eventually.
Well, wait, could you tell us what they are?
Nope.
No, they're secrets. They're secrets.
All
They're
right,
secrets.
Grizz, go. Sorry, we gotta go kind of fast. I went
Yeah,
a little bit
you can
over.
And then what I did, I cast Moonbeam at Leo, and I married Amonette.
Yup.
I married
Love it.
Amonette, and we rule the Moon Palace together.
Yes.
Love to see it.
Oh
Love
my
to see it.
god.
Okay, Vanna.
I'm Vanna. You can find me at twitch.tv/Vanna, where I stream full time. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Havanarama, HAVANARAMA, where I post about the things that I do in other places, voiceover, hosting, tabletop stuff like this, and my dogs.
Yay!
I don't. Okay, maybe there was a punctuation error somewhere in there. I post pictures of my dogs.
A little bit.
So sorry, I'm very embarrassed. No one saved Grizz from the charm spell, so he walked right to Leo and got destroyed in the moonbeam. But his nipple remained, and I imagined it was burned and put on display as a memorial. Right, Mel?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Right?
resurrected Grizz afterward.
No, your time's already over. You don't get to
No.
play other people's stuff.
Okay.
No.
Adriosa.
Hey, I'm Adriosa. I am a nerd that does things on TTRPG shows, but also on my Twitch at twitch.tv/Adriosa. Yeah, I do a lot of video game and TTRPG stuff based in LA. You can find me at Adriosa or Adriosa Gaming. And yeah, for the rest of what happened, Kiti just threw down her bird token feather thing, and just jumped on that bird and went back to a plane of existence where there's taverns and familiarity. She's done with this moon palace.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
Chris.
wants a cider.
Yeah. Hi, my name's Chris Lamb. I also do hosting. I mainly talk about anime. What a surprise! And video games. And I also am working on a lot of other secret stuff, and also videos for my own YouTube channel. I'm really proud of the stuff that I've been recording. And then my epilogue is that, yeah, I probably like use my dark powers or my interdimensional powers as a warlock to just run, because I'm just gonna let these people fight it out. I'm too pretty for this.
We love it. Nice. Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash Minnick, and I usually do things behind the scenes, but occasionally beautiful people like Abria invite me to be on their stream as well. I produce an event called D&D in a Castle, which obviously we're not doing a 2020 event, but you can get your deposit for our 2021 events on our website, dndinacastle.com. We are also launching next week. I think we're soft launching Sword and Scroll, which is our basically digital version where you can still be connected with amazing DMs and GMs and play games with them, which we're very excited about on the internets. That's how not in the persons. And for Pete, I think Pete was fascinated by this whole thing, and she decided to like stay and serve Mel and Aminette, knowing that eventually, as much as they may love each other, they're going to turn on each other because that's what happens here, and she just wanted to watch it happen.
Hell yes.
And while there, because she can talk to dead people, she kept Grizz around as sort of like a buddy, and just chatted with him and like just tried to help him fulfill things he wasn't able to do in life.
Oh, that's the buddy spinoff that we're all
Right. I want
Yes.
that anime, and I want 6 seasons.
Yes. Okay. I'm Abria Iyengar. Thank you so much for hanging out with us as we tell a very fun story. Thank you so much for supporting us. Keep an eye out for the next games and the whole rest of the day. It's awesome. Thank you so much, Dom, for being everyone behind the scenes. Follow me on social media at Quiddy, QUIDDIE, for my full schedule. It's long. I don't have time. But I will say, as each of you sort of goes, those of you that went back to a normal life, you are never able to not be aware of the moonlight anymore, and you can see the shatter for what it is. And when you go to sleep, you can hear the voice of Gausai calling you back, because your business with the moon is not done yet. All right, that's it. Yay!
Yay!
Yes,
That's
Thank
it.
you.
Who donated
Thank you,
too?
everybody.
I love you. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you all so much.
Thank you.
So we're gonna kick it over to a video now, but I just want to say thanks to everybody from this stream. Y'all were awesome. We love you, and thanks for helping us raise some money for a great cause. So
Thank you
we're
for
gonna kick it over
facilitating,
to a
Dora.
video now, and
Dom.
here we
Thank
go.
you.